Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve. Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet.
Gunsmoke. The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into a time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Crime on this Thursday, Dick Kollmar as Boston Blackie, calling all cars going back 91 years. The Man Called X starring Herbert Marshall, and an Inner Sanctum Mysteries episode of Skeleton Bay. And we wrap it all up with another episode of Claudia and a sad goodbye. That's all coming up on this Sure Happiest Thursday, 5th day of February, 36th day of the year, 329 days left in 2026. South Carolina became the first state to ratify the Articles of Confederation on this date in 1778. It was on this date in 1881, Phoenix, Arizona incorporated. The Congress passed a law, President Woodrow Wilson's veto, banning most Asian immigration to the U.S. in 1917. In 1919, Charlie Chaplin, Mary Pickford, Douglas Fairbanks, and D.W. Griffin launched United Artists. In 1922, DeWitt and Lila Wallace published the first issue of the Reader's Digest. In 1934, the Kingfish, Huey Long of Louisiana, delivered a populist address that came to be known as his Share the Wealth speech.
85% of the people not only give up their property year after year, but they go further and further and further into economic slavery.
While a United States Senator, Huey Long, assassinated at the Louisiana State Capitol in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, he was just 42. Charlie Chaplin released the last movie of the silent film era, Modern Times, on this date in 1936. In 1937, President Roosevelt proposed a plan to enlarge the Supreme Court. And it was on this date in 1945, General Douglas MacArthur returned to Manila. A hydrogen bomb, known as the Tybee bomb, lost by the Air Force off the coast of Savannah, Georgia. It was never recovered. That was on this date in 1958. You gotta wonder to this day, who has that bomb? In 1971, Apollo 14, Alan Shepard, Edgar Mitchell aboard lunar module Antares landed on the moon.
Not bad for an old man.
Okay, you're right. Alan's on the surface, and it's been a long way, but we're here.
Apollo 14, the third lunar mission, and the first to land in the lunar highlands. In 1974, John Murtha became the first Vietnam War veteran elected to Congress in 1974. 1988, Manuel Noriega indicted on drug smuggling charges and money laundering charges. Speaking through an interpreter, Noriega said the charges were farce.
Es un juicio político.
We're going to show that this is a political trial, that they have no proof, that they have no reality to it.
Noriega captured after troops invaded Panama the previous December, and he was convicted in a federal trial and sentenced to prison. In 1994, Byron Della Beckwith, convicted of the 1963 murder of civil rights leader Medgar Evers. Yes, you heard that right. He was convicted in 1994 of a 1963 murder. A civil jury in Santa Monica, California, found O.J. Simpson liable for the wrongful death of Ronald Goldman, battery against Ronald Goldman, and battery against Nicole Brown. This is the sound of the verdict coming in.
She is holding up the sign for question number 1. Do you find by a preponderance of the evidence, yes, O.J. Simpson is responsible for the death of Ron Goldman? The question number 1 is, do you find by a preponderance of the evidence the defendant Simpson willfully and wrongfully caused the death of Ronald Goldman? The answer is yes. The jury has found O.J. Simpson responsible for killing Ronald Goldman on June 12th, 1994.
Our family is grateful for a verdict of responsibility, which is all we ever wanted. And we have it. Thank God.
the father of Ronald Goldman, Fred Goldman, Simpson ordered to pay $33.5 million in damages, California law protecting pensions. So Simpson lived much of his life based on his NFL pension. And now the estate of Simpson is finally getting the Goldman some of the judgment that they're owed. It was on this date in 2003. Colin Powell addressed the UN Security Council on plans to invade Iraq.
Clearly, Saddam Hussein and his regime will stop at nothing until something stops him.
And America and the UN did their best. A major tornado outbreak across the southern U.S. killed 57 on this date in 2008. And it was on this date in 2020, President Trump acquitted by the Senate in his impeachment trial.
It worked out. We went through hell unfairly, did nothing wrong.
Passing away on this date in history, actor Dean Jagger, also Joseph L. Mankiewicz, the writer, producer, director, actor Doug McClure, Tom Willis in The Jeffersons, Franklin Covert, the founder of Transcendental Meditation, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, the fine producer, conductor Al DeLore, also actor Kirk Douglas, Christopher Plummer, another fine actor, and passing away 2 years ago, country singer Toby Keith. Birthdays on this date include politician and twice presidential candidate Adlai Stevenson, actor Red Buttons, who never got a dinner, and baseball's Hank Aaron, a wonderful legend, all born on this date in history. They are performing on another field.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
Video game pioneer Nolan Bushnell of Atari, 83 years old. He founded the company. Race car driver Darrell Waltrip, 79. From This Is Spinal Tap, Christopher Guest is 78, as is actress Barbara Hershey. Actress Jennifer Jason Leigh is 64. From Love Actually, Laura Linney is 62 today.
If we make it that far, the kids and I are in danger.
From Ozark, Laura Linney is 62. Bobby Brown, 57. Country, Sarah Evans is 55. And from Glee, Darren Criss is 39. Those just a few of the people celebrating the 5th day of February as their birthday. If this is your birthday.
Hi, we're the 4 freshmen, and we just want to say, Happy birthday to you.
A lot of people have issues with food consumption, and a lot of that has been solved for some people by Professor B's Digestive Aid. Developed for an individual going through cancer treatments and couldn't eat. It helped with that issue to help people with acid reflux, other cancer survivors, and people with digestive issues. Check out Professor B's Digestive Aid, profbees.com. Use promo code Wyatt to save 10% and to support the podcast. You find the link at classicradio.stream. You also find the link in the show notes here. That's Professor B's Digestive Aid. Just uses 2 simple, all-natural ingredients, honey and apotheria. It is a natural Roman herb. Check it out, profbees.com, profbees.com, promo code Wyatt. Your gut deserves all the help you can give it. Check it out at professorbees.com. Dick Kollmar next with Boston Blackie.
X-Lax gives you more than just overnight relief. X-Lax actually helps you toward your normal regularity. Take gentle X-Lax at bedtime, sleep undisturbed. Next morning, be well on your way toward your normal regularity.
Now he's a regular fellow. Last night he took gentle X-Lax.
We continue now on Classic Radio Theater with an episode of Boston Blackie starring Dick Kollmar, 79 years ago, February 5th, 1946.
Blackie, you're a creature of habit. We have eaten in this restaurant every Tuesday for weeks. Do you know that?
I've got another habit, Mary. I pay the check when we're through eating, like now. Let's go, huh?
I'm ready.
I'd better take you straight home if you want to be there before your cousin arrives.
Oh, well, she'll wait for me, I hope.
Say there's a cab outside. Run out and see if it's vacant, will you?
Right.
I'll pay the check and be right with you.
I think we have that cab, Blackie. The flag of the meter's up.
Good.
Your check, sir?
Oh, here you are.
Thank you.
Now, here's your money.
Oh, no, the meal is on the house, Mr. Peterkin.
Thanks, but I'm not Mr. Peterkin.
Ha, but I know better. We're proud to have your patronage, Mr. Peterkin.
I'm not Mr. Peterkin. I'm Boston Blackie, and I'm giving you your money.
And I'm returning it to you, Mr. Peterkin, please, with the compliments of the house.
Look, I tell you, I am...
You forced
Listen.
me to tear up the check. There. Now you can't pay a check that does not exist.
All right. But believe me, there's been some mistake.
No, no mistake, I assure you. For you, there shall never be a check, Mr. Peterkin.
Now back to Dick Kollmar's Boston Blackie. Enemy to those who make him an enemy, friend to those who have no friend.
Oh, Blackie, you won't forget to get that watch for my cousin, will you?
Don't worry, Mary. The jewelry store is open till 9 tonight. You'll have it this evening.
The one we saw in the window?
Mm-hmm. I think she'll like it, don't you?
Oh, well, if you see one you think she'll like better, get it. You know more about watches than I do.
1011 Dale Avenue, miss. Here we are.
Hold the flag, driver. I'm going on.
Right.
Don't bother to see me to the door, Blackie. I'll be all right.
You always are. I'll call you later.
Now, you won't forget to get that watch, will you?
Right, Mary, I promise. I'll have a messenger deliver it.
Thanks, darling. Night.
Night. 51 Sunset Parkway, driver, and step on it.
You don't have to tell me where you live, Mr. Peterkin.
What did you call me?
Mr. Peterkin, Mr. Peterkin.
Now, wait a minute.
And if you think this haul is going to cost you anything, you're wrong.
Now, look here.
It's a pleasure to have you in my cab, so there's no charge. Not for the famous Mr. Peterkin.
Good evening. I'd like to see a watch, please, like the one you have in the window there.
I think you mean this one, don't you, sir?
Yes, that's it.
It's a lovely thing.
How much?
$90, sir. But naturally...
Naturally what?
Naturally, there'd be no charge for you, Mr. Peterkin.
Now, wait a minute. My name is Boston Blackie.
You're very modest, Mr. Peterkin, but I happen to know who you are, and I'm proud to give you this watch.
I tell you, I am not Mr. Peterkin. I'm
now,
Boston...
Please, Mr. Peterkin, I meant no offense.
Look, this is the third time in the last hour that someone has called me Mr. Peterkin. I am not Mr. Peterkin, and I am not accepting the watch without paying for it. Here's $90.
But I couldn't take the money from Mr. Peterkin.
Maybe you can't take it from Mr. Peterkin, but you can take it from me. And take it from me, you're taking that $90. Here. And do me a favor, will you? Believe my name is Boston Blackie. Do you understand?
Of course, I understand. Your name is Boston Blackie, Mr. Peterkin.
Oh, Mary, the watch is beautiful. You shouldn't have done it.
You really like it, Trudy?
Like it? It's the most beautiful watch I've ever seen. But you've certainly spent a lot of money on just an ordinary cousin.
I haven't spent it yet. Blackie got it, and I haven't paid him for it. And besides, you're not just an ordinary cousin.
Oh, it's lovely, Mary.
Oh, I told Blackie not to have it engraved for you. Until after you'd seen it, that is. Now, be honest with me, Trudy. Is it really the kind of watch you like?
Oh, who wouldn't like a watch like this?
Well, all right, then. You can have it engraved this evening. Blackie said he got it at Brandon's. That's not far from here. We can run right over.
Oh, I'd like to, Mary, but my train leaves at midnight, and there are some things I have to do downtown before train time.
Oh, I see.
I'll have it engraved when I get back.
Well, all right. I guess that... Wait a minute. I can take it over to Brandon's for you. I can have it engraved and send it to you.
Oh, Mary, would you take it over to the jeweler's for me? That'd be wonderful.
Well, sure. Let's see. It's 8 o'clock now. I can take the watch to Brandon's right away, call for it tomorrow, and send it to you then.
You're sure it won't be too much trouble?
Trouble? This, Trudy, promises to be the least troublesome night of my life. Knock on wood. Oh, Blackie, please be home, please. Oh, Blackie, please, please.
Hello?
Oh, Blackie, this is Mary.
Hello, Mary. How'd your cousin like the watch?
Never mind about the watch. Come down to Brandon's jewelry store and right away.
What's the matter?
Plenty. Mr. Brandon's... Oh, Blackie, Mr. Brandon's dead.
Brandon's dead.
Murdered. What do I do now? I never found a body before.
Turn off the lights, pull down the shades, lock the front door, and I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Open up, Mary. It's Blackie.
Coming.
Are you all right?
I don't know. I think I've aged.
Sure, 20 whole minutes. Where's the bunny?
It's over there behind the counter. You want me to turn on a light?
No, raise the shade a little bit, will you, at the window? The street lamp will be light enough.
Is that high enough?
Yeah. I can see the body now. It's Mr. Brandon. He waited on me a little over an hour ago.
And sold you the watch?
Yep. Funny thing, too. He insisted that my name was Peterkin. I had to force him to take money for the watch.
Oh, Blackie, you're joking.
I think he was. I wonder if it was some gag of his, and the next customer he pulled it on didn't like it.
What are you talking about?
I wish I knew. Uh-oh. Somebody's opening the front door.
Oh, my gosh, it's a special policeman.
I'll do the talking, Mary. Good evening, officer. We were just about to send for one of your gang.
Whoever locked this door a few minutes ago sent for me. I forgot to throw the alarm switch, and we got a signal at our headquarters. What's the matter down here?
Do you know the owner of the store?
Sure, Sam Brandon.
Would you know him if you saw him dead?
Huh? Dead? Where?
Turn your flashlight over there, at the aisle between the two counters.
Where? Like this? I don't see.
Is that Sam Brandon?
It sure is. Don't move, either of you. You're both taking a little ride to police headquarters.
Blackie, you're here at police headquarters so much, you'll be made a sergeant soon. I'm not surprised to find you here. But, Miss Wesley, you're something new.
Inspector Faraday, you don't think we killed Mr. Brandon, do you?
Of course he does, Mary. Doesn't he always?
I most certainly don't think you killed him.
Faraday.
But I'm plenty sore at you, Blackie, and disappointed in you, Miss Wesley. Don't either of you know better than to get mixed up in these things?
Well, when I found the body, I didn't know what to do.
You should have called the police right away.
I told him not to, Faraday. I wanted to have a look at the body before anything was moved.
Oh, you did? Well, take your body out of here and out of this case and keep it out.
Faraday.
Don't argue with Inspector Faraday, darling. Come on, let's
Just
go.
a minute, Mary. Just a minute. Faraday, are you sure you're all right?
Well, I've never felt better in my life. And you've never been cleared of murder any faster in your life.
What have I done to clear myself but wait here in your office?
While you waited, I found out when Brandon was killed, what kind of a gun killed him, and where you were at the time of the murder. You're clear, so clear out of here. Both of you.
Faraday, I want to congratulate you. For once, you've proved you're the good cop I always thought you were.
Get out of here. Yeah?
Inspector Faraday?
Yeah, what do you want?
I'm Robert Winston of Belvedere Insurance Company, claim agent.
Oh, yeah. Your office said you're on the way down. In connection with the murder of Sam Brandon, huh?
I'm going to have to ask you for a little help, Inspector.
Well, I'll do everything I can.
I understand the police found 2 people with Brandon's body.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, these are those 2 people now. Boston Blackie, Miss Mary Wesley.
Hello.
How do you do? These people are under arrest, of course.
No, they're not. All Miss Wesley did was walk in the store and find the body. All Blackie did was come down and wait with her until the police arrived.
You're not holding him?
Well, how can I? I don't have grounds.
My company will give you grounds, Inspector. Until our part of this investigation is complete, I demand that you hold these 2 people on suspicion of murder.
And now, back to Boston Blackie. This has been a strange evening for Boston Blackie. 3 times by 3 different people, he's been called Mr. Peterkin. But this is nothing compared to what happened shortly after. When Mary walks into Brandon's jewelry store with a watch Blackie had bought there an hour earlier, she finds the owner dead. When Blackie joins her in the store to start an investigation, they're both found there by the police. And though Inspector Faraday sees no reason to hold Mary or Blackie for Brandon's murder, an insurance agent demands their immediate arrest. As we return to our story, Robert Winston, the insurance agent, calls on a certain diamond dealer.
Are you Mr. Bill Jackson?
Yes, I am Bill Jackson. You wish to see me?
Yes. Where'd you get the Yankee name? You're slightly foreign, aren't you?
Slightly, but my name, it was so hard to pronounce, so difficult for you Americans to spell, I decided to take one of your names. So I am Bill Jackson.
Well, I'm Robert Winston, Mr. Jackson, claim agent for the Belvedere Insurance Company.
I am insured, thank you.
Oh, you don't understand. I'm not selling insurance. I'm investigating an insurance claim.
Oh, you must be in the wrong establishment, sir. I have made no claim.
No, of course not. But maybe you read in the papers about the death of Sam Brandon.
Ah, yes. It was such a shame, a terrible thing. The papers say it was murder. Is that so?
Yes, I'm afraid it was. Did you deliver any of the pieces of jewelry here on my list to Brandon?
Let me see. Yes.
How many of those pieces did you deliver, Mr. Jackson?
Why, all of them.
I was afraid of that.
Afraid? How do you mean, sir?
Brandon insured them against theft with us, and they're all missing $100,000 worth.
Good heavens, Mr. Winston. I gave those jewels to Mr. Brandon on consignment. Am I to lose all that money?
No, of course not. My company will pay every cent Brandon owes.
But if I'm not paid, I will be ruined.
Don't worry, Mr. Jackson. You'll get paid. But first, I'm going to see Inspector Faraday and get him to charge Boston Blackie and Mary Wesley with murder and robbery. Look, Inspector Faraday, here's the list of the stuff that's missing from Brandon's store. Look at the size of it.
I see the size of it, Winston.
Then why did you let Blackie and the Wesley girl go?
Because I know they didn't rob Brandon's store or kill Brandon.
Look, did you do your job at least up to the point of searching Blackie and the Wesley woman before you let them go?
Sure, but that was just routine.
Do you have a list of what you found on them?
It's right here on my desk. But all they had on them were their own personal possessions.
Let me see the list.
Help yourself.
Blackie had a pocket knife, small coins, various bills, but the usual stuff you always find in a man's pocket.
Now will you be happy?
Let's see the list of Miss Wesley's things.
Here. What a list it is. Why do women carry all that junk?
She had a silver comb, silver wristwatch, lipstick powder, various bills, small coins. Gold Ajax wristwatch.
Well, so what?
So look on this list of items taken from Brandon's store. One gold Ajax wristwatch. Did you see that gold wristwatch yourself?
Yeah, I did.
Describe it.
Well, it was an Ajax square case, a convex crystal. The face of the dial was yellow, and the band was a black cord with a gold clip.
Look at the description on this list of the Ajax watch missing from Brandon's store. Square case, convex crystal, dial yellow, numerals Roman, black cord with gold clip. What does that sound like to you, Inspector?
The watch I found in Miss Wesley's purse.
And that watch was stolen from Brandon's store. That's all I need, Inspector. I want you to arrest Mary Wesley.
All right, Winston. Maybe I've got to.
Don't bother leaving your office. Just give me one of your men, Inspector, and I'll bring Miss Wesley here myself.
Hello?
Hello, Blackie. Mary.
Anything the matter?
Oh, nothing particularly. I was just reading in the paper about the Brandon murder. I see they still don't know why he was killed.
Oh, they probably find out it was a robbery, Mary. And all Faraday has to do is to find some of the stolen articles, trace them, and he'll find Brandon's killers. I'm more concerned with that Peterkin angle. I can't figure out who changed my name and why.
Oh, Blackie, there's somebody at the door. I'll call you back.
Wait, Mary. Are you expecting anyone?
No, I'm not.
Well, look, Faraday's been much too quiet. It isn't like him to leave either one of us completely alone after we've been found with a body. So leave the phone off the hook. Your caller may be the inspector.
Yeah. Just a minute. Oh, I get it. If it's the inspector or someone else from the police department, I'll steer them over to the telephone so you can hear, huh?
Good girl. Now let them in.
Right. Come in.
Miss Wesley?
Oh, Mr. Winston. How's the insurance business?
Fine, Miss Wesley. Fine.
Do you always bring a policeman when you make your calls?
No, only in cases like this, Miss Wesley. That gold wristwatch you had in your bag.
Oh, that. It was bought at Brandon's by Boston Blackie. I had it in my purse.
Never mind how you got it, Miss Wesley. Do you lying to somebody else? This watch is stolen property. Get your hat and coat. You're under arrest.
Now, just a minute, Mr. Winston. Blackie, are you still there?
Yes, Mary, I'm here, and I heard everything.
What do I do now?
Go to headquarters with Winston. You won't be there long. Somehow I feel Mr. Peterkin is mixed up in this, and I'm going to find out how before I get mixed up entirely. Closing my favorite restaurant rather early tonight, aren't you?
Oh, you.
Yes, Mr. Peterkin, remember?
What's the idea of the gun?
What was the idea of calling me Mr. Peterkin?
Well, That's your name, isn't it?
You know very well it isn't.
Well, maybe I had you confused with somebody else. I have to go home now.
I'll take you home in this cab here. Convenient, isn't it? I've had it waiting here just as it was waiting here last night when you called me Mr. Peterkin.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, cabby. We're ready.
Sure thing.
You first, my friend.
Of course.
Where to, buddy?
Don't you mean where to, Mr. Peterkin?
Huh? Oh, it's you, huh? Well, where to?
Drive to the edge of town and then keep on going.
That'll be some fare. I get extra for going outside the city limits.
Don't you remember? I'm Mr. Peterkin. I don't pay for anything.
Oh, no?
Look, both of you. We're going to play a little game.
What kind of a game?
A game called Peterkin.
Your name is not Peterkin?
Yeah. Ain't it Peterkin?
No, it isn't. And I'll tell you a funny little story. Only one other person in this world called me Mr. Peterkin. And do you know where he is now?
No.
In a morgue.
Dead?
He doesn't work there.
All right, we made a mistake. We thought you were Mr. Peterkin.
Who told you to think that?
Nobody.
Say nobody to me once more, my friend, and you'll be a body. Or have you forgotten this gun in my hand?
Look, if we tell you, then what?
Shut up, you.
Shut up, you. Go ahead, driver.
I don't know anything except it was a joke.
Well, make me laugh, and maybe I'll let you live. But as for you...
The driver's telling the truth. It was just a joke.
Who told you to call me Peterkin?
Brandon, the jeweler, but we didn't know who Brandon was until we saw his picture in the paper today.
Yeah, he gave us no to call you Peterkin. He said it was a gag.
Certainly was. On him. Take me to police headquarters, cabby.
You want to turn us in, are you?
No, I'm not turning you in. But I think I'm on the verge of turning a killer up.
Hello, Faraday speaking.
Inspector, this is Bob Winston.
Now what do you want?
Boston Blackie.
I tell you I'm looking for him. But I can't find him.
Well, you'd better find him. I've questioned Miss Wesley, and she insists Boston Blackie gave it a watch. Now, you get me Blackie.
I'm trying to.
Well, stop trying and get him.
Look, Winston, when I can't find Blackie, he can't be found. Hello? Hello? He hung up. That's good. Come in.
Hello, Faraday.
Blackie, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Well, I haven't been everywhere, Faraday. Maybe that's why you didn't find me.
Look, Winston made me put Miss Wesley in jail, and he wants you.
I know that.
Well, I hope you know something else. I'm going to arrest you, but I don't want to.
Oh, go ahead and arrest me, Faraday. I won't mind. If you book me under the name of Peterkin.
Peterkin? What are you talking about?
A little plot to make it look as if I robbed Brandon's jewelry store. It's a crazy story, Faraday.
Yeah.
Brandon paid a restaurant cashier and a cab driver to call me Mr. Peterkin and refused to take money from me.
Why?
So that when I walked into his store an hour later, and he called me Mr. Peterkin and refused to take money for his watch, I'd walk out without a sales slip. That's all he needed to make it appear that the watch was stolen, which he was going to claim later.
When you said that was a crazy story, you were making an understatement. I can't believe a thing like that, Blackie.
Look, Faraday, of all the stuff stolen from Brandon, what's turned up?
Only the watch found on Miss Wesley.
That backs up my story, because all Brandon needed to establish the fact that his store had been robbed was to have the police find one missing article.
He wanted to establish the fact that his store had been robbed. Blackie, that sounds as if Brandon robbed his own place.
I think he was in on the deal, Faraday. And the merchandise, supposedly stolen, is just hidden somewhere. Do you have a complete list of the missing property?
Sure, right here. Look at the length of it.
Some haul.
But, Blackie, if Brandon robbed his own store, why was he killed? And who killed him?
His accomplice, probably. The motive? To keep from splitting with Brandon. Say, according to this list, everything stolen from Brandon was delivered by the same wholesale jeweler. Bill Jackson.
Yeah, on consignment, too. But Brandon was insured, and Jackson is going to get his money just the same.
Doesn't it seem rather odd to you that, with the exception of the watch, Brandon was robbed of only the jewels he'd bought from Jackson?
Say, that is funny, isn't it?
It's funny enough to make Jackson laugh himself sick. Suppose Jackson never delivered these diamonds, and Brandon then reported them stolen. Jackson still has his diamonds, plus a cut of Brandon's insurance money.
Then Jackson was Brandon's accomplice.
Maybe, unless Winston was.
Winston? You mean he was in for a split of the insurance payoff?
Winston's been trying awfully hard to prove that Mary and I robbed Brandon's store. All he needs is proof of robbery to get his company to pay the claim. You see what you can find out about him. I'm going to call on Jackson. Can you tell me anything about him?
Sure. Well, he talks with an accent, for one thing.
What kind?
I just talked to him on the phone. It's hard to tell. Central European, maybe.
Like this? Inspector Faraday, I am Edward Blackburn. It is good to see the police working for justice.
Well, that's pretty close. But what's the idea?
If you want to talk to a guy, it is sometimes smart to talk his language.
Mr. Blackburn, it is good to talk to someone from the old country.
You would do business with someone from the old country, Mr. Jackson, of course?
Of course.
I am a bit embarrassed. The duty on jewelry is high, as you know. I intend to...
Forget to declare it?
Yes, forget.
I think we can do business, Mr. Blackburn. How much do you want to spend?
I can put my hands on $50,000.
I can let you have twice that amount in jewelry, Mr. Blackburn.
I am afraid I do not have that much money.
Just let me show you what I have in my safe. Here, I will open it.
Fine. Ah, magnificent, Mr. Jackson. Never have I seen such jewels.
Yes, and everything in my safe is for sale, and at a special price.
Why a special price?
I do not ask you questions. You do not ask me questions.
Do you mind if I use your phone? I do not have this much money on me. I shall have to send for it.
Yes, go ahead.
You will select for me $50,000 worth of the jewelry from your safe.
Gladly.
You are indeed the man to do business with, Mr. Jackson. I can see that.
Faraday speaking.
This is Blackburn.
Blackburn?
I have found...
Yeah, Blackie.
Yes. I have found the jewels I want. You will bring the $50,000?
Jackson has everything?
Mr. Jackson is everything, my friend. Hurry. We'll be waiting for you. You should have seen Jackson's face when Faraday walked in, Mary. It was wonderful.
How long did it take Jackson to confess to Brandon's murder?
About 5 minutes.
Why did he kill him?
To keep from splitting the insurance money with him.
And he killed Brandon just after you left with the watch you bought for me. Well, Blackie, was that planned?
When I left Brandon's store without a sales slip for that watch, Jackson was in the back, and Brandon told him the plan had worked. And then all Brandon had to do was to call the police and tell them his store had been robbed. That was the moment Jackson was waiting for.
I'm surprised you got away posing as Mr. Blackburn when you talked to Jackson.
Oh, I am a wonderful actor.
You certainly got that. But how did Brandon work that Peterkin act so beautifully?
Well, in the first place, he saw us looking at watches in his store window several times. He was standing in the doorway at the time, remember?
Oh, I see now how he was sure his plan would work. He then went to our restaurant and arranged for the cashier and the taxi driver to call you Mr. Peterkin and all that.
And then after I came in and bought the watch, Brandon intended to call the police and describe me as the person who robbed the store. Have the police pick me up and find me with the watch.
Yeah, but things didn't quite work out that way, did they?
No. Jackson got greedy and didn't want to cut Brandon in on the tape. So he killed him, and that's that.
Certainly is. You know, for a while I thought Mr. Winston had something to do with all this.
Well, he didn't. I've got to leave now, Mary. Will you call me?
Will I call you what?
Anything. Anything at all except Mr. Peterkin.
Dick Kollmar mostly had roles on Broadway: Knickerbocker Holiday, Too Many Girls, along with Desi Arnaz in his Broadway debut, and Early to Bed. And those roles, he also produced and directed that review. And then he was on radio as Pretty Kitty Kelly, and he was in Bright Horizon, Gangbusters, Grand Central Station. And he also was on the radio with his wife, Dorothy Kilgallen, from 1945 to 1963. And he also produced several successful Broadway musicals. But we remember him most as Boston Blackie. This episode from 79 years ago, February 5th, 1946 on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. We're going to go back 91 years, a West Coast program, Calling All Cars.
Gee, that looks good. It looks just like tomato juice.
But it's 8 juices, good for you and me, V8.
Well, I still say it looks like tomato juice.
But it's 8 ways tasty. Discover it and see. 8 lively juices, vegetable juices, yours for good health in V8.
But I still say it looks like tomato juice.
Well, just take one taste of V8.
Wow, it sure doesn't taste like tomato juice.
Of course not. It tastes like V8.
Great.
V8 cocktail vegetable juice from Campbell's.
Now we go back 91 years, February 5th, 1938, to the West Coast program, Calling All Cars, and the Banker in the Well.
Calling All Cars, a presentation of the Rio Grande Oil Company.
Tucson Police calling all cars, attention all cars. Broadcast 63. Gordon H. Sawyer, Vice President of the Southern Arizona Bank and Trust Company, kidnapped from his home tonight. Suspects unknown. All cars report to headquarters for further orders. That's all.
Newsflash. Oakland, California now specifies Rio Grande cracked gasoline for all its police cars, fire engines, and emergency equipment. Rio Grande, already used by more police cars wherever it is sold than any other brand of gasoline, now helps the police of Oakland to fight crime by speeding up police car performance.
Fill her up with Rio Grande cracked gasoline.
Yes, sir.
Oh, George, what's that headline? It's about a train wreck.
I'll buy the paper.
Oh, that's the Calling All Cars news, sir. Help yourself. It's free.
Free? Oh, well, that's a novel idea.
You want to read that train wreck story? It's true, and you'll hear it over Calling All Cars this month.
Movie news, previews of the new movies, and a theater guide.
Oh, look. Here's a radio guide, too. It lists all the good programs. This is just what I want.
What's this? It says 1,000 gallons of Rio Grande cracked gasoline to be given away free. Now they're talking. I'd like to get 1,000 gallons of Rio Grande. That's the finest gasoline I ever used.
Yeah, everyone who listens to Calling All Cars ought to come in and get a copy of this Calling All Cars news. It's the most unique publication I've ever seen.
And you give these copies away free?
Oh, yes, indeed. Tell your friends to drive into any service station selling Rio Grande cracked gasoline, and they'll get a free copy.
We are now pleased to present Chief James E. Davis of the Los Angeles Police Department, who has brought with him a distinguished visitor. Chief Davis.
Good evening, friends. It is with natural pride that I have often, on these programs, lauded the excellent work of the men under my command. But in so doing, I have by no means intended to underestimate the value and efficiency of our other Western law enforcement organizations. In Tucson, Arizona, there is a police force which many a town 10 times larger might be proud to claim as its own. Under the able leadership of Chief C.A. Wallard, the Tucson police, just a year ago, became world famous when they brought the Dillinger mob to their first accounting with the law. Tonight, we are dramatizing another famous Tucson crime, and I have asked Chief Wallard to come here as my guest and to say a word to the audience of Calling All Cars. It is my great honor to introduce Chief Wallard of Tucson, Arizona.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the West. I'm
One is honored to be asked to participate in a splendid radio program. For more than a year, Calling Cars has performed a great public service and acquainting the public with policemen's problems. No one realizes this value of this work more than we peace officers. Our task of preserving a peace in Tucson is much different than the one performed by Metropolitan Police. Our native crime rate is very low. There has never been a bank robbery in Tucson, and only one safe has been blown in our city in the last year and 1.5. I have been chief. We have had 2 kidnappings. We have solved them both. Beyond the petty crime, the theft and robbery, our citizens give us little trouble. But because of its isolation, our city has been regarded by the eastern criminals as a safe place to come and cool off. Our little skirmish with the Dillinger mob last year has changed that opinion considerably. Tucson is an unwise place for criminals to commit a major crime. Relatively isolated, with only 3 or 4 roads leading from it. A fugitive cannot get away before we have every means of exit blocked. Contrary to general opinion, the desert is not a safe place to hide. Tonight, I have selected from my confidential files a story of the first kidnapping in the history of Arizona and the abduction of my good friend, Gordon Sawyer, what happened to him and how we solved the case. You're about to hear. On with the show.
February 4th, 1932, Tucson, Arizona. It is lodge night, and Mrs. Gordon Sawyer, wife of the vice president of the Southern Arizona Bank and Trust Company, is home alone awaiting the return of her husband from the meeting. Shortly before midnight, she hears an automobile horn blow 3 times. This is Mr. Sawyer's familiar signal. He has just turned the corner. She peers through the drapes of the living room window, sees Mr. Sawyer's Packard wheel into the driveway. She hears the car drive into the garage. She hurries to the door, eager to greet her husband, when she hears the car back out of the driveway.
Gordon! Gordon, where are you going? Well, that's funny. I wonder why he drove away like that. Good heavens, maybe he... Oh, operator. Hello, operator. Give me 2126. Yes. Oh, hurry, please.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Robertson.
Yes?
This is Mrs. Sawyer.
Oh, yes, Mrs. Sawyer.
Did you see Gordon at lodge meeting tonight?
Why, no, I didn't go tonight.
Oh,
Is there anything wrong?
no, not at all. Only, well, he hasn't come home yet. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. Robertson. Oh, hurry, operator. Why don't you answer? Hello? Hello, get me 2139, please. And hurry, please.
Hello?
Hello, Mildred. Is Tom back from lodge yet?
Why, yes, Sarah.
May I speak with him, please?
Certainly. Just a moment.
Hello, Sarah. What's on your mind?
Tom, was Gordon at lodge tonight?
Sure. What's the idea, Sarah? Checking up on him?
Oh, Tom, don't be absurd. What time did he leave?
Oh, about 15 minutes ago. He left with me. What's the matter? Isn't he home yet?
No, not yet, Tom.
Oh, that's funny. He said he was going right home. Said he had a big day ahead of him tomorrow.
Tom, I'm worried. I think he came home and then went away.
What are you talking about, Sarah?
Well, he drove in the driveway. I saw him through the window. And before I could get to the side door, he backed the car out and drove off.
Are you sure?
Yes, Tom, positive.
That sounds mighty funny to me.
Well, what'll I do, Tom? I'm frightened.
Well, look here. Now, don't get yourself upset. Mildred and I will hop into the car and come right over. Then I'll have a look around.
Oh, thank you, Tom.
No, he's probably just going down to the corner for a cigar.
Oh, I hope so.
Well, don't worry. We'll be over and right away.
A half hour, an hour passes, and Gordon Sawyer does not return home. His friend Tom searches the ground around the house, while Mildred tries to calm Mrs. Sawyer's fears. Finally, Tom decides to call the police. Mark L. Robbins, identification expert at the Tucson Police Department, interviews Mrs. Sawyer at 3 o'clock in the morning.
And the car drove away and he hasn't come back.
Might have gone to the bank or to visit some friends.
Oh, certainly not, Mr. Robbins. I've called all of our friends and they haven't seen him since he left lodge meeting tonight. And he never goes anyplace without telling me.
I've searched the grounds, Mr. Robbins. There's no sign of any disturbance. I've asked the neighbors, and no one has heard any prowlers around tonight. It's just as though he disappeared into thin air.
Did he have any valuables on him, Mrs. Sawyer?
Oh, yes, he always carries quite a bit of money, $40 or $50. And then he wears a diamond ring and a diamond stick pin and his watch.
Uh-huh. Might be a robbery.
Well, if it were a robbery, why did the robbers take him away like that?
Well, that's hard to say, Mrs. Sawyer. Of course, it might be
a kidnapping? Oh, Mr. Robbins, good heavens.
Now, don't get so excited, ma'am. After all, we're not sure of anything.
Oh, but if it is, if he's been kidnapped...
Don't worry, ma'am. We'll bring him back wherever he is.
Within half an hour, Chief of Police Dyer and Sheriff Bailey are in conference with Robbins in police headquarters.
Well, from all the Robbins has reported, it looks like a kidnap to me, Sheriff.
Yes, I think you're right, Chief. If it was plain robbery, they'd have held him up, and that'd be that.
Well, there's little we can do tonight. Maybe we'd better throw a blockade on all the roads.
Right. Oh, Watson.
Yes, sir.
Phone the Border Patrol in Nogales. Tell them to watch out for a gray Packard sedan, license number 30879.
Yes, sir.
And detail men on Route 84 and Route 80 to block these roads. Also on the Nogales Road and the road to Benson.
And don't forget the Twin Buttes Road, Sheriff.
Oh, yes. Send a car out to the turnoff by Santa Fe Mission to check all cars going to the mission or into the reservation.
Yes, sir.
And also wire Gila Bend, Casa Grande, Globe, Prescott, and Phoenix, giving them descriptions of the car and of Mr. Sawyer.
Right away, sir.
Not much good it'll do, though, while it's still dark. It's too easy to hide in this desert at night.
And even when the sun shines, it's going to be mighty hard to find even a Packard if it's 20 yards off the road in that Palo Verde and Mesquite.
Yeah, but there's a quick way of doing it.
Yeah, what's that, Mark?
Search for him by air. It'll save a lot of time.
That's a swell idea, Mark.
Yeah, but where do we get the planes? We haven't enough funds to go out and charter a lot of airplanes by the day.
How about Mrs. Greenway? She's got several ships.
Hey, that's right. I wonder if she'd be willing to lend them to us.
Sure she would. Mrs. Greenway's a swell person.
Summoned from her sleep in the middle of the night, Mrs. Greenway, famed Arizona congresswoman, is informed of the possible abduction of Mr. Sawyer. Asked for the use of her planes, she readily grants the request and assures Sheriff Bailey that the ships will be at his disposal whenever and for as long as he wants them. Dawn on the desert. The jagged crests of Tucson's silent mountain guardians yawn deep blue against the crimson morning sky. Saddle Peak, 30 miles west, catches the first beam of the waking sun. A moment later, the mountains across the border in Mexico wears a golden halo. And then a swath of bright sunlight brushes across the valley floor, spills over the mountaintops, gilds the wings of 6 speedy airplanes, their propellers idling, as they stand in line on the Tucson airport, waiting for the touch of the throttle that will send them roaring through the clear blue morning sky on the first airplane manhunt in the Southwest. Sheriff Bailey gives last-minute instructions to the group of pilots and deputies who circle around him.
Now, all you deputies understand which pilots you're riding with, and each of you pilots understand the sector you're to patrol. First ship to see anything suspicious will spiral about the spot. Men in the cars will get there as soon as they can. Don't leave the suspicious spot until you're sure the police cars arrive. It's getting late now, so go on with it, boys.
One by one, the sleek, swift airplanes take off in the chill morning air. The scene might be an aerodrome behind the lines in France, as the dawn patrol takes off to meet their poker-mounted adversaries in battle high above no man's land. For these modern aces fly to war also, to a battle that never ends, the war against crime. High above the airport, the ships straighten out from their winding climb and streak for the sectors to which they've been assigned. At 7:05, pilot Charlie Mace's monocoupe, having explored the jagged canyons of the Santa Catalina Mountains, is circling over the country north of Tucson when Mark Robbins, his passenger, taps him on the shoulder.
Hey, Charlie.
Yeah?
Throttle her down. Looks like a car down there. See? By that clump of Palo Verde.
Yeah, I see it. Hold on, we're going down.
That's Sawyer's gray sedan, all right.
Gee, and not a mile from the city limits.
Start your spiraling, boy.
Got to get altitude first. Here we go.
Zooming up, Charlie Mace's climbs for altitude and then spirals down, keeping just above the pack. In town, Deputies King, Getzweiler, and Shin, on their way to headquarters in a police car, see the spiraling ship and, wheeling around, speed north toward the city limits. In a very few moments, they have pulled up beside the gray sedan and warily get out of the police car.
Watch your step, boys. Can't tell who may be hiding back in the greasewood.
Better unlimber your gets.
Right.
Well, it's Sawyer's car. Let's look inside.
Nothing to go by here. No bloodstains, thank heaven.
Looks like kidnapping, all right. And apparently the transfer was made here. Look. Track of different sized tires and a shoe print.
Yeah, those tires are Riverside cords. I got a pair of them on my car.
Well, you better report back to headquarters, King, and get him to send the fingerprint man out. Getzweiler and I'll stay here on the spot.
Convinced by the discovery of the abandoned gray sedan that banker Sawyer had been kidnapped, Chief Dyer calls in Detective Clifford Cronow to discuss the next step in apprehending the criminals.
There's no doubt about it, Cliff. Sawyer's been kidnapped. And there's no doubt in my mind that it was a local job.
Yeah, what makes you think so, Chief?
Well, no outside gang is going to try to work a kidnapping in this country. It's too hard to make a getaway.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, I figure from the way this whole job was pulled, whoever did it is pretty familiar with Sawyer's habits. A ransom note is sure to be sent, and a ransom note is the best clue we can get.
What do you propose to do?
Well, I want you to go to the post office and make an arrangement with Postmaster Ziff to place an undercover man over there to watch the local mail slot.
What if they mail the ransom from a letterbox?
Well, I'm gambling they won't. I've got a hunch that they'll mail it to the post office so they'll get quick action.
Okay, what's the plan?
Well, get the postmaster to detail a clerk to watch the local chute from the inside while the undercover man watches from the lobby. Then rig up a card on a string up in that grill above the stamp window. If a suspicious-looking letter is dropped into the local chute, addressed to Mrs. Sawyer or to any official of the bank, the postal clerk will drop the card from the grill. And you undercover men, well, your man there can have the party and the mail letter before he gets away.
Yeah, sounds like it might work.
Okay, get on.
But the ingenious scheme of the chief fails to work when a gust of wind blows the card out of the grill, and in the ensuing confusion, an unseen person mails a ransom demand addressed to Fred J. Stewart, president of the bank. Stewart calls the chief of police to his office at once.
Well, Chief, this looks pretty serious.
What do they want?
Read that letter, Miss Parker.
Yes, sir. The letter says, "This is to warn you that we want $60,000 Saturday night, or Gordon Sawyer will be killed. We have killed and robbed other people. Another killing is nothing to us. If this note is made public at any time, we will kill Gordon Sawyer anyway, so you had better obey instructions. At 8:30 Saturday night, you are to start from the corner of Stone and Congress with $60,000 in cash and unmarked money. You must come alone. You will drive out the Silver Bell Road and turn north. Then continue until you see a white flag stuck in the side of the road. Stop, and you will be approached by one of our men. If you see no white flag after you have gone as far as Rattlesnake Pass, turn around and drive out the Bear Canyon Road until you come across the white flag. There will be no other warning. You had better do as you're told if you or his friends ever want to see Gordon Sawyer alive again. Sawyer will sign this to show that he is alive and all right, but he won't be very long unless you do as directed."
Thank you, Miss Parker.
Is that his signature on the bottom?
Oh, yes, that's Gordon's signature, all right. This is terrible, Chief. We must get Gordon back unharmed at any cost.
Of course.
The bank stands ready to pay the sum they ask.
Well, it may not be necessary, Mr. Stewart. Deputies King and Gutzweiler are following the trail of the kidnapped car this very moment.
It is no easy task for the two deputies to follow the tire treads over the hard, sun-baked caliche of the desert roads. But straining their eyes, Deputies King and Gutzweiler laboriously trail the escape car from the transfer point along the well-traveled highway into the lonely DeMoss Petrie Road, and finally into a lane that leads to the Adkins Ranch. They sense that they are reaching the end of their search.
Go slow, Jack. Something's moving in the bushes ahead.
Maybe cottontail hunters.
Yeah, and maybe not.
Uh-oh. Look.
What?
Two guys sweeping away the tracks in the road.
They've seen us. They're running away. Try to head them off.
Okay.
They ducked into that mesquite. Pull up. Come on out of there. We're police officers.
Get behind that car, Getz. You want to shoot it out.
Darn near plugged me that last time.
See one of them moving. There.
Better save your ammunition until you're sure of hitting something, Jack. We didn't bring much with us.
Yeah, I know.
Look out, they're making a break for that ranch house, Jack. Let them have it.
Well, that didn't do much good. You get a good look at him?
I sure did.
We better get back to the telephone and call for reinforcements. I've only got a couple of rounds left.
Okay, let's go.
A posse quickly arrives in answer to the two deputies' call. And cautiously, the band of armed men approach the Adkins Ranch, expecting to be met by a fusillade of bullets. But the only greeting they receive is the fierce barking of a cur dog which Gutzweiler and King had seen loping down the road after the two retreating men.
Seems kind of deserted now.
Yeah, but we'd better be careful.
Yeah, who are the people who live here? You know, Dallas?
Yeah, the Adkins. Old Colonel Adkins owns the place. His son Cliff has served time.
Well, let's get inside and see if there's any sign of Sawyer.
Yeah.
You fellas, keep your eyes peeled outside here. You see anything moving, shoot first and ask questions afterwards.
Okay, Getz.
All right.
Well, you sure left in a hurry.
Yeah, look here. Buckwheat cakes, coffee on the table, still warm.
Yeah, from the way all the clothing thrown around, I guess they just packed pajamas and a toothbrush and scrammed.
I guess so.
Well, no signs of Sawyer in here. Let's take a look outside.
All right.
Anything doing out here, boys?
Hey, wait a minute. There's some stuff leading off toward the river.
Well, you better follow him, Jack. Bob Woods, you go along with him.
Right.
Hey, Dallas, take a look at that well over there.
Where? Oh, yeah. What about it?
Looks to me as though those mesquite logs have just been thrown over the top of it recently.
See, it does at that. Let's take a look.
All right.
Yeah. That's an old caved-in well, but the covering has just been put on it.
Do you suppose they threw Sawyer down there?
I don't know, but we'll soon find out. Here, give me a hand with this log.
Okay. Easy. I got this.
There. Now we can get a look. Got a flashlight?
Yeah.
Good heavens!
Looks like a dead man down there.
It's Sawyer, all right. They've killed him.
I'm being quiet. I haven't done anything.
Oh, thank goodness he's alive. Gordon, it's me, Dallas Ford.
Be careful, Dallas. Those fellas are desperate.
Oh, there's no one around here now but the posse. Come on, we'll help you up. Here, give me a hand. You take the other one, Get.
All right.
Up.
There, I got him. Over.
There we are. Are you all right, Gordon?
Yes, I'm all right. Have they gone?
Yes, Gordon.
I guess I fainted when they threw me down there. Oh, they told me to keep quiet or they'd kill me. I didn't know anything till I heard you up here. And I was afraid you were in danger, too.
No, everything's all right now, Gordon. Now, don't try to talk. The first thing we got to do is to get you home to your wife.
After he had been reunited with his wife and had an opportunity to rest, Gordon Sawyer tells his story to Chief Dyer and Mrs. Sawyer.
When I drove the car into the garage Thursday night after lodge meeting, two men stepped out from behind the door, pointed guns at me, and told me to get in the back of the car, lie face down, and not make any noise. Then they backed the car out.
Didn't you hear me call when the car backed out of the driveway, Gordon?
Yes, dear, but naturally I couldn't answer. I was afraid they'd kill me.
Well, where'd they take you next?
Well, we drove for some time. Then they transferred me to another car. And while we were bumping along rough roads, they blindfolded me. We got to a house, they loosened my blindfold a bit and made me sign a note demanding $60,000 ransom. Then they tightened the blindfold and put me on some blankets on the floor where I spent the night. This morning, they gave me griddle cakes and coffee. Then I heard some shots, and they ran back and threw me in the well. You know the rest of it.
How many voices did you hear?
There were 3. One was a woman's.
A woman?
Yes.
Well, that might be Billy Atkins.
Who's she?
Old Colonel Atkins' daughter. Gutzweiler thinks he recognized Cliff Atkins' son as one of the men who ambushed him. Huh. We're going to bring those 2 in and question them.
Billy Atkins, pretty daughter of the old colonel, is brought in for questioning. And beyond admitting that she spent Thursday night at the ranch, she refuses to talk. In view of this admission and Mr. Sawyer's statement that he was held at the ranch all night, a charge of kidnapping is filed against her brother, and Billy is held as an accessory after the fact. For more than a week, an intensive search is conducted for Cliff Atkins. And then on the 14th of February, a tip comes that sends 2 carloads of officers out through the desert to the deserted Yuma mine. Arriving there, they are met by Joe Portman, who tends a goat herd on the mine site.
Hello, Joe. How things? Can't complain, Dallas. How's the policing business?
Fine and dandy.
What brings you out this way?
Oh, nothing. Just looking for a Mexican who's been breaking in houses.
Ain't seen no Mexicans around here.
Well, you know how it is. We got to look like we're working.
Yeah, sure.
What you got on the tarpaulin here, Joe? Looks like a car.
Yeah, that's a car, all right. Got me a new one.
Oh.
Yeah, I have to keep it covered so that goats get on top.
Yeah? Well, let's take a look at it. Help me with this top, Farrar.
Sure.
Just what I expected. Same tire tread, body scratch, wheels caked with dirt.
That's Atkins' car, all right.
What about this, Joe?
I don't know what you mean. It's my car.
Come on, Joe. Let's have the truth.
There's someone moving in the shack.
Cover the door, Farrar. Hey, you. Come out of there. Come on. All right, Farrar, we'll break it in.
Hey, don't shoot. I'll give up. I'm glad you come. I'm afraid.
You're afraid of what?
Those 2 guys that kidnapped Sawyer.
What 2 guys?
A couple of guys I met when I was doing time at Prescott. They moved in on me last week. They kidnapped Sawyer, and they said they bumped me out if I told, and I ran away after they escaped. I've been hiding here ever since. I'm afraid of them.
Oh, come on, Atkins. You don't expect us to believe that?
Oh, it's true. It's a gospel truth.
This your car out here?
Yeah, that's it. It's registered to my wife in California.
Well, Cliff, that's the car Sawyer was kidnapped in. The tires are the same as the tread on the road, where Sawyer was transferred from his car.
Yeah, but these guys borrowed my car.
Oh, yeah? And the footprint beside Sawyer's packet fits your shoes that we found at the ranch.
No. I didn't do it. Those shoes belong to one of the other guys. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm innocent. You can't pin this on me.
Store was blasted to bits at the trial when its Tucson shoemaker identified the shoes as a pair on which he had put rubber heels for the accused. And when Deputy Gutzweiler made a positive identification of Atkins as one of the men who ambushed him and King at the ranch on May the 31st. Judge Ferris pronounced sentence on Atkins would send him to the penitentiary for life. Thus, rapidly and efficiently did the Tucson Police Department and the Arizona courts dispose of the first kidnapping in Arizona's history.
Thank you, Chief Wallard. And now, here we are back in a Rio Grande service station.
Your oil level's low. You need a quart.
What kind do you have?
You wouldn't want to use cheap oil in a fine car like this.
Yes, I do hate to buy bulk oil. I've been reading about canned oil until I'm afraid to buy oil in bulk.
Well, here's a canned oil. The most famous 25-cent oil in the world. You've heard of it. Sinclair Opaline.
Sure, I've heard of Sinclair oil. I didn't know I could get a quart can for 25 cents.
Well, you get more than a quart. There's 2 ounces extra in every can of Sinclair Opaline.
Well, if I can get an oversized quart of Sinclair oil for a quarter, I'm sold. That Sinclair name satisfies me.
It's a great oil, sir. It's internationally famous. Sinclair has built the world's largest independent oil business with this Opaline oil. It's the finest 25-cent oil there is, and it's a better oil than any Western oil at any price. You'll find it featured at every station that sells Rio Grande cracked gasoline.
Tucson police calling all cars, attention all cars. Cancellation broadcast 63 regarding a kidnapping. Suspect in this case now in custody. That's all.
Calling All Cars is written and produced by William N. Robeson. This is Frederick Lindsley saying good night for the Rio Grande Oil Company.
Robeson, a reporter and, believe it or not, a musician before he got into radio. He screenwrote a motion picture for Paramount Films' Private Jones, and then got into the programs as Big Town. He was the director there in 1936, and he succeeded Irving Rice as head of the Columbia Workshop. Suspense, Escape, but probably one of his first breakthrough shows is Calling All Cars. That's probably why the show holds up so well today. It is well acted, and considering the budget, I'm sure, was not extensive, the show performed well. 91 years ago, Calling All Cars here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Tomorrow for Friday's show, Joe DeSantis in his only starring role in a continuing series, Under Arrest, and Sam Carver. Another Inner Sanctum Mysteries, Depth in the Depths. A suspense episode starring Glenn Ford, End of the Road from 1947. And Frank Lovejoy in the premiere episode of his starring role, Night Beat. Westerns on Saturday with Gunsmoke, Have Gun Will Travel, Six Shooter, and The Challenge of the Yukon. On Sunday, we'll have Westerns with George and Gracie. Sunday comedy with George and Gracie, Jack Benny, the Great Gildersleeve, and Fred Allen and Portland Hoppa, the guests on the Bing Crosby Show. On Monday, we'll go back to crime with Dragnet, the FBI in Peace and War, Mr. Keen, Tracer of Lost Persons, and a Hallmark Playhouse presentation of Lincoln and the Baltimore Plot. On Tuesday, My Favorite Husband, starring Lucille Ball and Richard Denning, The Aldrich Family, Abbott and Costello, and The Mayor of the Town, starring Lionel Barrymore and Agnes Moorehead. And Wednesday, we'll have drama, and comedy. We'll have a Lux Radio Theater production of The Now Voyager, starring Betty Davis. Yes, I'll get the words out. Betty Davis and Gregory Peck. The Old Gold Comedy Theater production of A Girl, a Guy, and a Gob, starring George Murphy and Lucille Ball. And an episode of Suspense from 1962, The Man Who Went Back to Save Lincoln. On Thursday's program, a week from today, another episode of Philip Marlowe, starring Gerald Moore, and The Lonesome Reunion. Boston Blackie, starring Dick Kollmar. Casey, crime photographer, Stotts Cotsworth, and another Inner Sanctum Mysteries. That's all coming up straight ahead here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Up next, Herbert Marshall is The Man Called X.
Beacons brings the moving prices down. Beacons has the lowest cost in town. We cost you less cause we move you faster. Every man is a moving master. We're the best train moving men around.
Did you ever see a Beacons man at work? That's poetry in moving.
Beacons brings the moving prices down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Beacons.
Now there are no local moving rates lower than Beacons.
Now Herbert Marshall and The Man Called X, 74 years ago, February 5th, 1952.
Listen to Herbert Marshall as The Man Called X. Wherever there is mystery, adventure, intrigue, in all the strange and dangerous places of the world, there you will find The Man Called X. The call came into occupation headquarters in the Daiichi building, Tokyo, shortly before midnight. Army intelligence was immediately informed, and within a matter of minutes, the coding machines started clicking out their message for the State Department in Washington.
Military police discovered body of man in Meiji Park. Cause of death unknown. Preliminary investigation indicates identity as that of missing Bureau agent Ken Thurston. Please advise.
Miss Brooks! Miss Brooks!
Yes, sir?
Have you got through to Tokyo yet?
No, sir, not yet. We're still trying, but the wires...
I don't care how busy they are. I've got to talk to them. Now get me some action. Fast.
Yes, sir. I'll try immediately.
Suppose it had to happen someday. Ken Thurston. All the dirty, rotten things to... All right, Zellschmidt, what do you want?
I just wanted to tell you something very important about the late, dear departed Mr. Thurston.
Well?
Something I'm sure you never realized, Mr. Chief.
What's that?
I happen to be his one and only heir.
What?
Well, that's right. So many times he told me, Pagan he told me, when I go, I wish to leave everything to you.
Now, wait a minute.
Unfortunately, I don't know where all his assets are. But if you would help me to locate them for a slight consideration, of course.
Zellschmidt, you're the most hypocritical, unscrupulous, iniquitous...
But
get out of my office. Yes. Hello.
You sound dyspeptic, Chief.
What the devil business did about... Ken.
Huh?
That's right.
Ken. But it can't be. The report of your death from Colonel Brandt of G2.
Oh, there's a slight mix-up in identity. The dead man was wearing a raincoat I'd lent him a couple of weeks ago. My name was on the label.
Well, I'm sorry for him, whoever he was, but... Well, I'm sure glad to hear you, Ken.
Thanks, Chief.
But where the devil have you been this last week? No word from you? Then that report?
I was behind the red lines in Korea, checking on some... Oh, but that's not important now.
Oh? What is?
I want you to send Pagon out here right away with everything we've got in the files on Professor Charles Reynolds.
Professor Reynolds? The expert on atomic radiation?
That's right. You remember him.
Oh, of course. The last I heard, he was working on a defense against the A-bomb, an antidote for the deadly radiation, trying to find a way to avoid certain death from overexposure to radioactive materials.
Yeah. You know what it means if we could have such a cure, and I think he was darn close to finding it.
Well, but what's all that got to do with you in Tokyo?
The man who borrowed my raincoat was Professor Reynolds.
Murdered?
They haven't diagnosed the cause of death yet.
Was he working in Tokyo on that antidote for radiation poisoning?
That's right. With Professor Kurosudo. And if he found it, and some foreign agent had learned about it...
Yeah. I'll send Zellschmidt with those files over on the first plane. Where'll he find you?
Have him try Sumaido Hospital.
Sumaido Hospital?
Yes. Reynolds joined the research staff there just a week before he died.
Good afternoon, sir. Is there something I could do for you?
I'd like to see Dr. Stephen Allister, please. My name's Ken Thurston.
Dr. Allister is occupied at the moment. I am Nastya Karpovna, his assistant. Could I help you?
I'm afraid not, Miss Karpovna, unless you happen to know the result of the autopsy on Professor Reynolds.
I see. I am afraid that the information you seek is confidential, Mr. Thurston.
By whose orders?
Intelligence. It would be necessary for you to obtain clearance from them.
Yeah. Will this do, Miss Karpovna?
May I see that, please?
Sure.
Yes. Everything appears to be in order. I believe you may speak with Dr. Allister. I will see if he is free.
Well, thanks. Pretty cautious about things around here, aren't you?
If we are, it is with reason, Mr. Thurston.
Oh, what reason?
Hello? Dr. Allister? There is a gentleman here who wishes to see you. His name is Ken Thurston. It is regarding Professor Reynolds' death. Yes, that is quite right. Very well, Doctor. Thank you. You may go in. The second door to the right.
Thanks. But you still haven't answered my question.
Concerning what?
Why you're so touchy about the subject of Professor Reynolds.
You will find Dr. Allister in the laboratory. Second door to the right.
Nastya said you were here about poor Reynolds. That right, Thurston?
It is, Doctor. What can you tell me about him?
I presume you have proper official approval and all that. Nastya would never have let you in otherwise. Excellent girl, all business, no nonsense.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Reynolds did too, quite taken by her ability. Matter of fact, they spent more time working on his experiments than she did on mine.
Those experiments of his, Doctor, they concern the effects of radiation and how to counteract them, eh?
Oh, you're familiar with that, eh? Yes, quite right. Reynolds had a theory that the lethal effect of overexposure to deadly radiation could be stopped completely. His goal was a compound that could be given hypodermically.
A pretty radical concept, wasn't it?
In my opinion, yes. And I can assure you he hadn't got anywhere. Hadn't found an antidote for radiation poisoning.
What makes you so certain about that, Dr. Alistair?
The autopsy report on his death, Thurston. Professor Reynolds died from overexposure to some radioactive material.
Something pretty important must be going on here in Tokyo, eh, Mr. X? All this dope on that Professor Reynolds, names and dates and stuff.
Pagon, those letters printed on the outside of that file spell secret and confidential.
Well, it was a long trip on the plane, Mr. X, and I didn't have nothing to do, and, what are we stopping here for?
It's where Professor Reynolds lived. Come on.
Hey, what's that black box-type box you're carrying?
A Geiger counter.
It is? What do you want to count Geigers for?
It's an instrument for detecting radioactive material, you idiot.
Oh, sure. Knew it all the time, Mr. Thurston.
Oh, sure.
No, nobody home, Mr. X. But I'd be happy to see if I could pick that lock open for you. For a slight consideration, of course. Hey, where did you get that key?
It was Reynolds. Intelligence Department gave it to me.
Oh, what a dirty trick. Boy, look at all this joint. What happened here anyways?
Somebody must have been looking for something.
Like what?
Maybe a formula to prevent death from radiation.
What?
Let's look around.
Hey, I'm hearing a funny noise, Mr. X.
It's this Geiger counter. There's some kind of radioactive material around, but it's not in this room. Let's try the bedroom. Yeah, it's in here, all right. Sounds like it might be... Sure, the bed. Pull off the bedclothes, Pagon, and the mattress.
Huh?
Pull them off.
Oh, sure. So they're off. So what?
Look there, at the bed spring.
Hey, there's something tied to it. See? That little metal packet.
Don't touch it. That's what killed Professor Reynolds.
That little thing?
That little thing is a hospital capsule of radium.
Radium?
A night or two of sleeping in that bed exposed to those rays would be enough to kill an elephant.
You mean Professor Reynolds was murdered?
Yeah.
Oh, it's only the phone.
Hello?
Do I have the pleasure of speaking to Mr. Ken Thurston?
That's right. Who's that?
My name is of little import, Mr. Thurston, if you have determined the case of Professor Reynolds' untimely death.
And if I have?
Then perhaps you will be interested to learn that, in a manner of speaking, Professor Reynolds is still alive.
Alive? What the devil are you talking about? Who are you?
The answer to all that you seek lies in the Clicking Buddah, Mr. Thurston.
Clicking Buddah?
I shall be happy to turn it over to you if you will but call...
Hello? What's happened there? Hello?
The Buddah, Mr. Thurston, it was...
Hello? What's going on there? Hello?
We'll return to the man called X in just a moment. Here is an urgent message for all ships' radio officers. The Federal Maritime Administration is calling all former merchant marine radio officers to come back to sea. Right now, scores of ships are riding at anchor, loaded and ready to sail. Their cargoes are vitally needed by our fighting forces and by our allies. Especially right now, the need for radio officers is acute. If you have had 6 months merchant marine radio operating experience since January of 1935 on any kind of FCC license, the American Radio Association CIO will help you get an emergency license to ship out at once. You will earn more than $600 a month. Former radio men are urged to write, phone, or wire to the American Radio Association, 5 Beekman Street, New York City, which will put you in touch with the port office nearest your home. Or go now to the American Radio Association, 5 Beekman Street, New York City. Now, Act 2 of The Man Called X, starring Herbert Marshall with Leon Belasco as Pagan Zellschmidt. When Professor Reynolds, working on a cure for the deadly effect of atomic radiation, was found dead in Tokyo, Ken Thurston suspected that some other country was after the professor's formula. And now Ken is at the Sumaido Hospital talking with Dr. Stephen Allister.
If what you say is true, Thurston, then Reynolds was deliberately murdered.
That's right, Doctor.
But who could have had the means, the opportunity to murder Reynolds in that bizarre fashion?
I thought you might be able to tell me.
I?
Yeah, you've got radium here at the hospital, haven't you?
Naturally. But so have every other major hospital in Tokyo.
Yeah, I know, but Professor Reynolds wasn't conducting his experiments at other hospitals.
Yes, that's a point. Nastya, my dear, would you mind coming into the laboratory for a moment? Thank you. Nastya has charge of the vault where we keep all the radioactive material. She should be able to give us a check on whether radium from here was used as the deadly weapon.
You wish to see me, Dr. Allister?
Come in, my dear, come in.
Yes?
Tell me, Nastya, is there any radium missing from the hospital supply?
Missing radium? Hardly, Dr. Allister.
You're sure of that?
Perhaps you would like to check our supply vault personally, Mr. Thurston?
If you don't mind.
Of course not. I will wait for you in my office.
I'm afraid we've hurt the poor girl's feelings, Thurston. But I'm certain that one result of all this will be pleasing to me.
What's that?
Removing Sumaido Hospital and its staff from your list of, shall we say, suspects.
You'll have to be a lot more cooperative to make me believe that, Doctor.
You're joking, of course.
I've been waiting for you to mention the one man who would really know about Reynolds' formula. Professor Kurisudo.
Kurisudo?
Yeah, the man who was working with Reynolds on his experiments.
Well, you're certainly thorough enough, Thurston. How'd you know about Kurisudo?
I've done some checking. But what's more important is why you didn't mention him.
I wish to protect the hospital from any further notoriety.
How does that figure?
Professor Kurisudo is missing, and has been ever since the night Reynolds was found dead.
The vault in which we keep our radioactive materials is down here in the basement. I trust that you do not mind the inconvenience.
Pretty dark in here, isn't it?
Easily remedied, Mr. Thurston. There is the vault. Do you wish to make the check by yourself?
Oh, I don't mind you making it with me.
As you wish. You see, we take no chances on losing any precious radioactive materials.
You don't take any chances on accidents from radiation leakage, either.
No. The entire vault is made of lead, and the Geiger counter in the wall gives immediate warning of any exposure. Here, for example, if I should open this drawer containing radioactive iodine...
Yeah, thanks for the demonstration, but it's the radium I'm interested in, remember?
Yes, of course. It's in that drawer at the back of the... The lights! They have gone out!
Yes. Accidentally or with malice aforethought.
There is
Nastya?
an emergency switch just outside the vault. I will have them on again in a minute.
Nastya! What happened out there? Nastya! Oh, if I don't find the lights.
I don't care how busy Mr. Thurston is. I'm going to talk to him right away, even sooner, maybe.
You're right, Mr. Zelsmith. He'll be more than interested in the radium he left you to guard at Professor Reynolds. You're certain that it's gone?
Certain, I'm certain.
And you didn't see who attacked you?
Well, believe me, I didn't see nothing but stars. Now, there's Mr.
Nastya! Nastya, what happened here?
Lights went out. Somebody took hold of me. I must have fainted.
Thurston, where is he?
In the vault.
Vault? Good Lord. The radium drawer's open. Somebody's... Give me a hand, Zelsmith. We've got to get him out of here fast.
So the radium at Professor Reynolds' house is missing.
That's right, Mr. Thurston, but it wasn't my fault, honest.
No, of course not. And I imagine your radium inventory is right up to snuff, Alistair.
It is, Thurston. I just checked it. Of course, we don't know whether it was that way when you entered the vault or was replaced while you were unconscious.
Yeah.
So where does all this put us anyway, Mr. Thurston?
Simple, Pagan. Right back where we started. No.
Mr. Thurston?
That's right.
This is Colonel Brandt, Intelligence.
Oh, yes, Colonel. What do you have for me?
Well, we finally traced that phone call, the one you received at Professor Reynolds' apartment.
Good. Where'd it come from?
A small cottage out in the suburbs on Matsuma Road, 183.
183 Matsuma Road.
That's right, Mr. Thurston. Oh, by the way, you want some of my men out there with you?
Not this time, Colonel. If I find what I think I'll find, it's already too late.
I don't get it, Mr. X. There's nobody home in this cottage joint. What are we wasting time for?
I'm looking for something, Pagan.
Like what, for instance?
Oh, a cure for deadly radiation. Professor Kurisudu. A Clicking Buddah.
What?
It must have been Kurisudu who called me on the phone. And he mentioned a Clicking Buddah. So I'm looking for... Yeah, I was right.
Right about what?
Look at this.
What? That little shelf in the wall?
Yeah, some of the Japanese keep their household gods on them.
But it's empty. There's nothing on it but dust.
That keen ring in the dust says it hasn't been empty long. And a miniature statue of Buddha, a couple of inches high, would just fit in there.
So what?
So I've got one of the answers I'm looking for. Now, if I can...
Mr. X.
Came from that closet. Come on.
Mr. X. He's all shot full of holes.
Yes.
Oh, who was he, Mr. Thurston?
Answer number 2. Professor Kurisudu.
I presume that there is some legitimate reason for forcing us to attend this meeting, Colonel Brandt.
No one forced you, Miss Kapabnum. It's merely a request.
Request?
I'm afraid I feel the same way about it that Nastya does, Colonel. We've had enough interruptions lately to our work at the hospital.
Well, it's unfortunate that you feel that way about it, Dr. Alistair, but it couldn't be helped.
Sorry to have kept you waiting, Colonel, and you, Nastya. Dr. Alistair.
I might have known you would be involved in this, Mr. Thurston.
We're all involved in it, Nastya. The entire world.
Professor Reynolds' formula?
That's right, Doctor. We all know that he and Kurisudu were working on a treatment for atomic radiation. Somebody wanted his formula and killed him to get it. Only the formula wasn't found.
What makes you think the killer didn't get the formula from Reynolds?
Because Kurisudu had it. But unfortunately was tracked down, killed, and then the formula taken. And the killer happens to be in this room.
Mr. Thurston, you're making a very serious accusation. I hope you've got the proof to go with it.
I don't need any proof, Colonel. The killer's death warrant has been signed by Reynolds and Kurisudu.
That doesn't make much sense, Thurston.
Those men were radiation experts. They had a top-secret formula. Doesn't it make sense that they protect it?
Protect it? But how?
Simply by putting the formula in a radioactive hiding place.
Radioactive?
Sure, by exposing the hiding place to radium. Then whoever stole the formula would be carrying death around with him, without knowing it.
But you said the killer was in this room. Then, oh...
That's right, Pastaya. There's certain death from radiation staring one of us in the face.
You still haven't proved anything, Mr. Thurston.
Okay, if you insist, Colonel. Bring it in, Pagan.
Oh, you bet, Mr. Thurston. Got it right here with me. All ready to count Geigers and stuff.
A counter?
Yeah. And if the killer thinks I was bluffing, well, wait till I switch it on. You hear that? Listen to it. Every one of those clicks is a heartbeat. Racing toward the end. There can be enough radiation tearing through somebody's body right now to cause death in a matter of hours. Destroying blood, tissue, muscle. Listen to it. Listen to it.
Here! Get it away! Get it away from me! Take it! Let me out of here before it's too late! Let me out! Let me out!
Dr. Alistair.
Yes.
But he's getting away, Mr. Thurston.
Not far, Pagan. The MPs are waiting.
Oh, that little statuette he took out of his pocket and threw at us. That silver Buddha.
That's right, Colonel. You'll find Reynolds' formula inside. Open it up.
Open it? You're crazy if you think I'm going to get anywhere near that thing. It's deadly.
It's all right. It's harmless.
Harmless? The way that Geiger counted acted?
Yep. Colonel, Alistair's game was one of the dirtiest in the world. Selling out his country. The lives of human beings for a handful of phony money. Well, I'd like to think that in some way I paid him back in his own coin.
But I don't get it, Mr. X. What's that got to do with the Geiger counter clicking like crazy?
That little statue of Buddha isn't radioactive.
Huh?
But Pagan, the radium dial of my watch is.
And now here's our star, Mr. Herbert Marshall.
Thanks for being with us. And my thanks to Alma Lawton, Will Wright, Peter Prowse, and Peter Leeds. Next week, Italy. And raging floodwaters that leave in their wake a terrible threat from the east, along with death, devastation. And, oh yes, and Leon Belasco, he'll be along too, as usual as Pagan Zellschmidt. So join us, won't you, when next I return as the man called X. Good night.
The Man Called X, starring Herbert Marshall, is a J. Richard Kennedy production with music by Milton Charles. Tonight's story was written by Sidney Marshall. This program is directed by Jack Johnstone. All characters and incidents on this program are fictitious, and any resemblance to actual characters or incidents is purely coincidental. And now, until next week, same time and station, this is Hal Gibney saying good night for The Man Called X. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
In addition to his role as Pagan Zellschmidt on The Man Called X, Leon Belasco had actually a pretty good career spanning from the 20s to the 80s. He actually briefly was the concertmaster of the Japanese-Russian Symphony Orchestra. When he moved to his own in California in 1921, leaving his parents behind in Manchuria, it seems he found occasional Hollywood work. He made his film debut in 1926 in the silent film The Best People. He also played the violin, formed his own band that introduced the Andrews Sisters. Belasco and his orchestra heard on the Oldsmobile program on CBS in 1933. Then he moved into films. He appeared in Broadway Serenade and Topper Takes a Trip in 1938. He appeared with the Marx Brothers in Love Happy. And he was a dialogue director in Norman Jewson's comedy, The Russians Are Coming, The Russians Are Coming. He was a Russian Jew. He played eccentric or befuddled European and ethnic characters. Probably his best-known role is The Man Called X. and his last film was Superdad in 1973, and his final television movie, Woman of the Year, in 1976. He did a lot of guest roles on television. He passed away in 1988, and he was cremated. But he was also listed in 1943 in the Intermountain Jewish News, which I didn't even know existed. A number of other well-known Jews in the film industry who had joined the military during World War II, including Tony Castle, Melvin Douglas, George E. Stone, Sid Silvers, Billy Hallett, Max Baer, Fritz Feld, Maxie Rosenblum, and Tony Martin. A little bit, we talk about Herbert Marshall, but we don't talk about Leon Belasco much. So there you go. A little bit about Pagon Zellschmitz here on this Thursday edition of Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Visit our webpage at classicradio.stream. Up next, we'll open the creaking door for another Inner Sanctum Mystery.
Unbelievable. The Dodge Aspen Coupe is a marvelous design. Unbelievable. So practical in size, yet the style in every line. Unbelievable. How rare for a small car to ride with a big car feeling. And most unbelievable of all, Aspen's price is so appealing. Unbelievable.
See the unbelievable Aspen at your Dodge dealers today.
Now we roll on with an episode of Inner Sanctum Mysteries. This episode goes back 80 years to February 5th, 1946.
Lipton Tea and Lipton Soup present Inner Sanctum Mysteries. Good evening, students of the mystic marvels of manifold murder. This is your host, extending a cordial invitation to step through the creaking door of the inner sanctum, where we probe deep into the dark and cavernous depths of men's souls to see what makes them cure. Our clinic here is the whole vast world of crime. And you who listen in may hear us dissect our characters at a safe distance. And unless your nerves are strong, you'd better take my advice and keep your distance.
Why, Mr. Host, that's not the kind of advice to give folks. It sounds unfriendly.
Well, what would you suggest, Mary?
Well, give them some sort of friendly advice. Like pointing out to them the extra delight they'll get from a cheering cup of Lipton tea. Then go on to tell them why Lipton's is so downright delicious. Tell them that the reason is Lipton's brisk flavor. And don't forget to mention that brisk is the tea expert's own word for the spirited, full-bodied flavor of Lipton's. So refreshing and so zestful. Explain that Lipton's brisk flavor is never flat, but always lively and satisfying. And in closing, remind them to try Lipton's soon, because in every cup of Lipton's there's extra enjoyment. And now that's the kind of advice you should give folks.
Well, Mary, you seem to have given it to them already. So we can go ahead and get launched on Skeleton Bay. That's the title of tonight's story. An original radio play by Emil Tepperman. It's about a lady novelist, a writer of mystery stories. It opens at a swanky hotel with private cabins situated on a storm-swept, rock-bound coast. The story itself is all about, you guessed it, murder. Here's Betty Lou Gerson as Carol De Winter, the lady novelist, who will give us a blow-by-blow description.
I'll tell you first about the night I met Michael Barrett. It was in August at Skeleton Bay. I'd come to the hotel supposedly for a rest. That was what I kept telling myself. But in reality, I'd didn't know why I'd come here. I'd seen the name advertised months ago. Since then, it kept hammering at the inside of my brain. It's like the voice of implacable fate commanding. Because I didn't like crowds, the hotel manager had given me a cabin near the beach all to myself. It was the middle of the night, but I couldn't sleep. The wind came in from the ocean, howling like a hungry beast across the shoals. And the pounding of the surf mingled with the angry, baffled growl of the sea. I sat at the window in the dark, staring out at the beach. I was restless, excited. It was then I saw the signal. It was just a winking little light a few yards away on the beach. Someone was blinking a flashlight, on and off, on and off. I was able to make out the figure of a man in boots and a leather jacket. He was signaling toward the hotel. But to whom? I had the answer in a moment. A man moved past my window, going down toward the light. He had his collar turned up against the wind, his hat brim pulled low. I knew who it was. Mr. Field. A small, furtive man who'd come up on the train with me. The two men met, barely a stone's throw from my window. I could hardly see them huddled closely together. This was excitement, mystery, intrigue, the stimulation I wanted and needed. I had to know what was going on. I threw on a raincoat, opened the cabin door. The wind swept my hair in a streamer, and the spray stung my face as I hurried down the beach. My blood began to race, my heart to pound. Those two men were not engaged in any conference. They were locked in struggle. It was a deadly, silent struggle with only a grunt now and then. I saw the flashing gleam of a knife. I couldn't tell who had the weapon, the tall man in the leather jacket or the furtive Mr. Field. And then I saw the blade plunge home into the throat of the furtive Mr. Field. I felt a sudden surge of wild elation. This was murder. I had witnessed murder. The tall man let the body of Mr. Field slide down to the sand. Then he looked up and saw me. He stood there with a bloody knife in his hand, and we looked at each other.
Who are you?
I'm Carol Winter. I have this cabin here, number 5.
You saw me kill him?
Yes, I saw you.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to help you dispose of the body. He told me his name was Michael Barrett. He lived on the opposite side of the bay in the house high up on the cliff.
It won't be so easy to get rid of the body. If I had the boat, I could take him out and drop him over, but it's too rough tonight. If there was some place to hide him for a day, I could come across in the boat tomorrow night.
You can hide him in the closet in my cabin. Nobody will look there.
Better lock the closet door.
Yes, of course.
You sure nobody will come snooping here?
Nobody comes here but the maid.
All right. I'll be back tomorrow night with a boat.
Did you pick up the knife?
Yeah. Got it in my pocket.
Well, I guess that's all.
Good night, Carola.
Good night, Michael. All night I sat up alone, with the locked closet door between me and the staring, sightless body of Mr. Field. It was breakfast the next morning. They'd already discovered the disappearance.
And the maid says his bed wasn't slept in at all. Think he could have committed suicide in the ocean. He was such a
I hurried through my breakfast, listening to the gossip all around me. Now, in broad daylight, I hardly believed the thing had really happened last night.
You know, the hotel manager thinks it might be murder. I heard him phoning for the police.
The police? I hadn't counted on that.
Anything wrong, my dear? You look sick.
I do feel a bit dizzy. I think I'll get some fresh air.
Oh, poor dear. It must be quite a shock to her. She came up on the train with Mr. Field, you know.
All in the open air, I let the wind cool my fevered face as I hurried down toward the beach. It was only 9:30 in the morning. A whole day. A whole evening before Michael could come for the body. And the police would be around all day investigating, snooping. And all the time, Mr. Field would be sitting in my closet, staring blankly out of his sightless eyes. When I reached my cabin, I put a hand on the doorknob. Suddenly, I went cold all over. door was unlocked. I stood still as a statue, listening. Yes, there was someone inside. Someone moving around. I only had my handbag. I had a pistol in it. I always carried it for protection. But my handbag was inside on the dresser. Slowly, I pressed the door open. Half inch, an inch. And then the door creaked.
Is that you, Miss Winter?
The maid. It was only the maid, of course. She'd be making up the bed. Why hadn't I thought of that?
Miss Winter, is that you?
Yes, it's I. What are you doing at that closet with those keys?
Why, they're just my pass keys, Miss Winter. I was just going to tidy up the closet.
I didn't ask you to do anything to the closet.
Well, but that's part of the job, Miss Winter. I'm supposed to do that in all the rooms.
Well, you leave this one alone. Keep away from that closet, do you hear?
Yes, Miss Winter. But I was only trying to help.
When I want your help, I'll ask for it. Now, please leave at once.
Just as you say, Miss Winter. I'm sorry if I did anything wrong.
Did she suspect anything? I hadn't liked her tone. Why? Why had I been so sharp with her? Now she'd surely think there was something in the closet. Something she shouldn't see. At lunchtime, I didn't want to leave the cabin. I sat at the window. And I could almost feel the sightless eyes of Mr. Field staring at me through the closet door. Someone at the door. Who? Just a minute.
Miss Winter? Miss Carolyn Winter?
Yes, I'm Miss Winter.
I'm sorry to trouble you, Miss Winter. I'm Detective Sergeant Smith from headquarters. May I come in for a moment?
Well, yes, please do. What can I do for you, Sergeant Smith?
We're out here investigating this Field business. He hasn't turned up yet.
Oh, I'm sure he will in time.
Well, I wish I could be so sure, Miss Winter.
What do you mean?
We've gone through his room. Found some mighty queer things.
Queer things?
It seems this Mr. Field was in some sort of racket. There's a good chance he may have been murdered.
You don't say.
I understand you came up on the train with him.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. Did you have any conversation with him on the train?
No, none at all.
Mm-hmm. You're the Carolyn Winter who writes the mystery novels, aren't you?
The same.
Yes, I've read every one of them. They're darn good, Miss Winter.
Why, thank you.
Do you think you'll get a plot out of this? Mr. Field.
Why, I can't tell yet. I wish you'd keep me posted on developments in case it does turn out to have a plot.
Well, I sure will, Miss Winter. By the way, we found this picture among the papers in Field's room. I'm showing it to everybody around in case they might recognize it. It's an old newspaper item, about 10 years old. Can't figure out why he was carrying it around. It's about a guy named Wycliffe. It's wanted for murder in Canada. Here, take a look at it.
I felt the blood racing in my veins, pounding at my wrists. The picture of the man named Wycliffe, who was wanted for murder in Canada, was a picture of Michael Barrett.
Well, it looks as if Michael Barrett is a lucky guy. With a beautiful woman ready to commit murder for him. But what'll he do when she runs out of victims and begins looking at him with a calculating eye? As for Carola, she sinned heavily. Because murder is the greatest sin. Yes, if you ask me, she'd better hope for a depression, and all wages will go down, including the wages of sin.
Well, I never knew that murder and economics were related, Mr. Host.
Oh, definitely, Mary. Take the high cost of living, for instance. Why, those prices are murder.
Oh, yes, Mr. Host, it is difficult when the cost of living starts to climb. But then, so often, the things that really add up to good living are just simple, inexpensive pleasures. Like that piping hot cup of Lipton tea that many of us find waiting when we come down to breakfast each morning. As you read the morning paper and sip that cheery cup of Lipton's, the whole world seems brighter. It's simply wonderful the way that lively, spirited Lipton tea gets you off to a fresh start. For Lipton's brisk flavor gives you all the natural zest of tea at its best. Gives you extra delight, extra satisfaction. So remember this, folks. At breakfast time, dinner time, or any other time when you want a grand, refreshing drink, pour yourself a cup of Lipton tea.
And now, let's get back to the rock-bound coast of Skeleton Bay and see how Carola entertains the grisly guest in her closet.
I don't remember now how I got rid of that Detective Smith. I told him I'd never seen the man in the picture and sent him away. The day was interminable. From my window, I could see the guests moving about the beach, but none of them went in swimming. The weather was too rough. I wondered if Michael would be able to bring the boat over tonight. If not, how much longer could I sit guard over Mr. Field in the closet? Now and then, I'd see Detective Smith poking around on the beach. And then, without warning, he was standing over the very spot where Michael had stabbed Mr. Field. I watched him bend down and examine something. Was there a telltale drop of blood there? Did Smith know that was the murder spot? I saw him frown. Then he stood up, walked quickly away. I had to know what it was he'd seen there. I slipped on a coat, went out. Started toward the spot on the beach.
Going somewhere, Miss Winter?
Oh, it's you, Detective.
Going anywhere in particular?
No, I'm just going up to the hotel for dinner. It's almost dinner time, you know.
Oh, fine. I'll walk up with you if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Hey, can I help you? I'll take your arm there.
Thank you. Sand is so soft.
Yes, it's still wet. We had high tide last night. Oh, Miss Winter.
Yes?
You a sound sleeper?
Why do you ask?
Well, I just thought maybe you might have heard something last night. Like a fight or something.
Fight?
Yes. I was just looking at the sand back there, down near your cabin. It's all messed up, stamped around.
What's that got to do with me?
Oh, nothing at all. Except I think there was a fight there last night. Maybe that's where Mr. Field was killed.
You think Mr. Field was murdered?
It's beginning to look more and more like it, Miss Winter.
Somehow, I don't know how I managed to get through with dinner. I hurried back to the cabin. Stopped at the door, shocked and unbelieving. There was a light inside. Someone was in there. This time I had my handbag with me. I took the pistol out. Once more, I inched the door open. It happened. The thing I feared. The closet door was open. And there was the maid, stooping over the body of Mr. Field. Oh. What are you doing there?
The body. It's Mr. Field. You killed him.
Suppose I did.
What are you doing with that gun?
What do you think?
No!
The wind was high, and the weather was rough. Unfortunately, no one heard the shot. I pushed her body into the closet next to the body of Mr. Field and closed the door. Now I was a murderer, too. Who is it?
Let me in, Carla, quick.
Yes. Michael, I thought you weren't coming. It's been a terrible day.
What happened?
Come here, I'll show you.
Is he still in there?
See for yourself.
Great Scott, a woman. Who is she?
The maid. She opened the closet while I was out.
You killed her?
Yes, Michael. I had to kill her. There are detectives at the hotel looking for Mr. Field.
I suppose if I was smart, I'd kill you, too. And there'd be no one to talk.
Yes, Michael, that would be smart. Go ahead. Kill me, if you can. I knew he couldn't kill me because I'd seen it in his eyes. We were two of a kind, both wild, both reckless, both eager for the thrill of danger. He, too, wanted to be like the wind. We'd both been brought together here by some force stronger than either of us. And we loved each other.
Carla, darling.
Michael. No more now, Michael. We have work to do.
Yes. I'll take them down to the boat.
I'll help you. We carried Mr. Field and the maid down to the boat.
I'll take them out away and dump them.
And after that, Michael?
After that, then I'm going home.
To your house on the cliff on the other side of the bay?
Yes, Carola.
Michael, take me with you.
What?
Take me with you to your house up there on the cliff.
I'm sorry. I can't.
You can't? Why can't you?
Isn't anything I can tell you.
What are you hiding up there in the house on the cliff?
You mustn't ask. Please, Carola, you mustn't ask.
Why, you're married. You have a wife up there.
No.
Then what?
I can't tell you.
But you're going away, leaving me forever.
Not forever, Carola. Go back to the city. I'll come to you soon. I returned to the city and waited. I waited a week, a month. But Michael Barrett did not come. I wrote to him. There was no answer. And then one evening, I saw him. I was returning home in a taxi, and I saw him standing across the street looking up at my window. When he saw me get out of the cab, he turned and started to hurry away. Michael! Michael! Michael, don't go away! Michael! Michael, why did you try to run away? Don't you know?
You're afraid.
Yeah, let's call it that.
But you love me, Michael, don't you?
Carola, it's no good. There's nothing but ruin for both of us if I stay.
We'll be together forever.
It's impossible.
I won't let you go back to that house on the cliff. I don't care what it is you're hiding up there. I won't let you go back.
Goodbye, Carola.
Wait.
I'm going. Better forget about it.
Don't go yet, Mr. Whitecliff.
You know about that, too.
I saw the old newspaper clipping Mr. Field carried.
I see.
Why are you looking at me like that?
You know why I killed Mr. Field? Because it tried to blackmail me about that old murder.
Michael, dear, I'm a good deal smarter than Mr. Field. You see, I write mystery novels. I know how to handle such things.
What do you mean?
Wouldn't do you any good to kill me. I've written out all about you. Your real name and about that old murder in Canada. It would be found if I should ever be killed.
Oh.
Michael, darling, I'm blackmailing you. There's only one thing I want from you. Your love. It shouldn't be so hard for you to meet my terms.
All right, Carola. You win. We'll be married tonight.
Soon after we were married, Michael began going out evenings. Once, sometimes twice a week. Staying out all night. He'd return late the next day. When I asked where he'd been, his temper would flare up into something terrible. I stopped asking, but I couldn't rest. I had to know where he went. One evening, I followed him. He boarded a train for Skeleton Bay. At Skeleton Bay, he set out to walk from the station, and I followed. It was no longer summer. Trees were bare, and the night was forbidding. I kept behind him when he skirted the bay to the narrow road that led up toward his house high on the cliff. It was a small stone house, and the wind whistled around it, against it, and above it. I stole to one of the windows. It was barred, like a prison. Carefully, I raised my head above the sill, peered into a lighted room. Michael was there, with a woman. The For the first time in my life, I knew the meaning of frustration, jealousy. Michael told me he wasn't married, but this woman, I'd helped him to do murder. I'd killed for him. I'd lied to that detective for him. And all the while, this was the secret he'd been keeping from me. I opened my handbag. I took out the pistol. I looked into the room again. The woman was alone now. Michael was gone.
So you came up after all, Carola.
Michael, you sneaked out. You knew I was here.
I'm sorry you saw through that window, Carola.
Is that your secret? That woman?
Part of it, but it's the part you mustn't know.
But I do know it now.
That's why I've got to kill you, Carola.
That knife. You still got that knife?
Yes, Carola.
No, I've got this, Michael. He fell at my feet. And I looked down and watched him die. Now I knew why I'd really come to Skeleton Bay that first day. It was for this. To kill Michael Barrett.
So he's dead. At last. You've killed him.
You. The woman in the house. You saw me kill him?
Yes, I saw you.
What are you going to do about it?
Help you dispose of the body, of course.
Help me dispose of the body. Those were the very words I'd said to Michael Barrett down there on the beach. Now this woman was saying them to me. Who are you?
I'm Lisbeth Wycliffe. I'm Michael's sister.
Sister? And you want to help me dispose of his body?
See the bars on those windows?
Yes.
I've been a prisoner in this house for 10 years.
You what?
Michael killed the man I was going to marry 10 years ago in Canada. He murdered him.
But this house, this prison...
Michael brought me here. He's kept me a prisoner because he knew if I got free, I'd tell the world he was a murderer. And that's the secret. The secret he wouldn't even tell me.
I shot her. Yes, I killed her, too. There outside the house, and she fell beside Michael. And I rolled both bodies over the cliff, down into the sea. This is the end of my book. The best mystery novel I've ever written. I know that in writing it, I deliver myself into the hands of the law. But I can't stop. I can't help myself. So now, I'm finished. I will mail it to my publisher and wait for Detective Sergeant Smith to come and get me.
Well, it looks as if Carola's mystery novel will earn a lot of money after she's executed. Yes, but I'd say it's tainted money. Why tainted? Because she'll be dead, and a ghost can't own money, so taint hers. The trouble with Carola was that her conscience was too little and too late. It told her not to commit murder after she'd done it.
Well, that's certainly too late, Mr. Host.
Oh, yes, Mary, especially for her victims. And now, what's on your mind?
Well, Mr. Host, right here, I'd like to say a word to our listeners on behalf of our veterans. You know, friends, ex-servicemen are returning to civilian jobs with a lot to offer their employers. They've had valuable training and experience in highly specialized service jobs. Many of them were able to keep up with their civilian jobs and learn new trades through special correspondence courses. And they're coming home fully equipped to do the same fine job as civilians that they did in the services. So let's give them every employment opportunity to put their increased skill to work.
And so, friends, we take our leave of lovely Carola Winter. She would have been better off if she'd remembered that the pen is mightier than the sword, because the sword is leading her right back to the pen anyhow. Oh, yes, and remember, friends, when you go on a vacation, always insist on plenty of closet space, as you never know what unexpected guests might drop in or drop dead. By the way, this month's Inner Sanctum mystery novel is Death in the Limelight by A.E. Martin. And next week, the makers of Lipton Tea and Lipton Soup will bring you another Inner Sanctum mystery directed by Hyman Brown. It's about a young chemist who discovers the secret of perpetual life. But he made the mistake of getting involved with death. So, until next Tuesday, good night. Pleasant dreams.
Here's a swell dish, folks, that's easy to make and mighty easy to take. Lipton's Noodle Soup. You can prepare it in a jiffy, and the whole family will love its delicious chickeny-tasting broth, so full of tender, golden noodles. Lipton's Noodle Soup has all the fresh-cooked, homemade flavor of grandmother's noodle soup. Yet it's economical. It costs less and makes lots more than canned soups. So get Lipton's Noodle Soup Mix tomorrow. And don't forget to tune in next Tuesday night for another Inner Sanctum Mystery.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
From February 5th, February 5th, 1946, Inner Sanctum Mysteries here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Visit our webpage at classicradio.stream. We would love to see you there, and we appreciate your support. Up next, we visit with David and Claudia.
Cola, things go better with Coca-Cola. Things go better with Coke. Life is much more fun when you're refreshed.
And Coke refreshes you best.
It's the refreshingest.
Food goes better with fun, goes better with you, go better with Coke.
The real live one puts extra fun in you and everything you do. So things go better with Coca-Cola. Things go better with Coke.
Right now, why not let an ice-cold Coke make things go better for you? Cold, crisp, never too sweet. Fun. Food. And people. All need the spirited taste of ice-cold Coke to be really refreshed.
Things go better with Coca-Cola.
Things go better with Coke.
Seemed appropriate to play that going into Claudia. This episode of Claudia goes back 78 years, February 5th, 1948, as Claudia bids farewell to David.
Your Coca-Cola bottler presents Claudia. Claudia, based on the play and novels by Rose Franken. Brought to you, transcribed, Monday through Friday, by your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. Relax, and while you're listening, refresh yourself. Have a Coke. And now, Claudia.
Well, here's LaGuardia Airport.
Hey, where's that man going with your suitcase?
We'll meet him again where we check in.
Oh, I'm always very suspicious about people who go running off with my suitcase that way. I always think I ought to say goodbye to it and that I'm never going to see it again.
You'll see it again, don't worry.
How do you know?
Because that's the way it's arranged.
I know it's arranged that way, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen that way, does it?
Look, darling, the airline people have it all worked out, just so it will be arranged that way.
What?
I don't know what. You've got me so confused, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I don't see why you're so excited, David. You told me all night that Chicago isn't really very far. It's just like going to Bronxville or... Where is Bronxville, anyway?
Bronxville is in Westchester County. Why do I fall for these questions? Now, just tag along with me, and when I talk to official-looking people, I'll be very happy if you'll try not to interrupt.
I'll try.
That's a step in the right direction. Maybe I should leave home more often.
You leave home once every day, and that's enough for both of us. Say, David, let's start saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
Is that all? You have another 10 minutes?
My watch was wrong. It's only 7 by that clock over there.
Only 7 minutes? That isn't fair. I had 10 minutes of goodbye already, and now I've got 1, 2, 3 minutes left over, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Save it for the next time I go away.
There isn't going to be a next time, is there?
No. Next time, you won't be sick. Dr. Williams won't mind if I roll you up in a blueprint and take you along.
I'm not sick now, David. Can't I come along?
You're not coming, period.
Attention, please. Flight 239 for Washington, Winston-Salem, Savannah, Jacksonville, and Miami. Now ready for loading at Gate 7.
Is that you?
Didn't you hear what they said? Washington, Winston-Salem, that's in the South. Do you think Chicago's down south?
I thought it was on the other side of the Mississippi, isn't it?
I think you're thinking of the Swanee, and it isn't.
Oh, this is exciting. You know, I'd like to come here sometime when you aren't going away so I could really enjoy it.
You might find it very educational.
Where are you hurrying to now?
I'm giving up your geography lesson, and I'm going over there to check in.
Where? What do you have to do that for?
So the airplane people know I'm here.
Can't they just see it when they look at you? I don't know why everything has to be so complicated.
It has to be complicated so they know that the plane isn't overloaded when they try to take off.
Well, how could it be overloaded? I thought there were just so many seats.
Are you sure you've never been up in an airplane?
Quite.
I can't quite believe that anyone could ask such ignorant questions without knowing the answers.
I don't think I ever bothered to say so, but I was the first woman to fly to the moon.
Do tell, how was the cheese?
Green. Why are you standing in this line?
This is the checking in line, and my suitcase will be along in a minute. They're going to weigh it.
You really think it's going to find us?
It's a very intelligent baggage. It's full of books and blueprints.
Attention, please. Announcing Flight 647, first section for Boston. Now loading at Gate 7.
Is that yours, David?
Not unless the wind is stronger than I think it is.
It's hard for me to believe that there's strong winds way up in the sky. It looks so quiet and stately. David, are you sure you're going to be all right?
Now look, darling, it's just like taking a streetcar.
It's awfully high up for a streetcar.
They build them high nowadays.
Oh.
Say, you're not going to be silly about this, are you?
No sillier than you are for not taking me to Chicago in the first place.
I didn't tell you to be a hero the other day and nearly get yourself in trouble. And I certainly didn't put Dr. Williams up to ordering you to stay at home.
You just wanted to go sailing off to Chicago all by yourself, like a hawk or something.
More like an eagle, a golden eagle.
Just be sure you don't come back like a bald one.
Impossible. I'm only going to be away a couple of days.
That's what you said yesterday. But your suitcase looked awfully big when you packed it this morning.
Now, here's the checking in line.
Where's the suitcase?
The suitcase? It'll be there when we're at the head of the line.
Announcing Flight 986, non-stop for St. Louis. Now loading passengers at Gate 4.
Non-stop to St. Louis. Now, that isn't it either.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. I'm David Naughton. I have a reservation on the 9:45 for Chicago.
Good morning.
Good morning, miss.
Oh, it's all right. We're together.
You also are booked on the 9:45?
Oh, no. But I wish I was.
Were.
One reservation for Chicago on Flight 644. Name of David Naughton. One moment, please.
Where's she going? She's gone.
She went to check up on things, I suppose.
Are you sure it isn't going to be too windy? Oh, I wish you were taking a streetcar.
If I were, you wouldn't be seeing me again for 2 months.
That wouldn't matter. After 2 days, I won't be able to feel anything anyway.
Announcing the arrival of Flight 543 from the Azores and Lisbon, with connecting flights from Paris, Rome, and Marseille.
That's not me either.
Will they tell everybody when you come back, or don't they care about a little thing like Chicago?
They will, if they know you're listening.
It's going to be fun.
What happened to the girl we were talking to? She's disappeared.
They always disappear. Wasn't she sort of icy?
Hush up now. Here she comes.
Mr. Naughton, I'm afraid there's been some mistake. The reservation desk has no record of your reservation.
They haven't.
I'm sorry. Reservation says that we're without a vacancy on 644. The earliest we can get you off to Chicago is 11:50 on flight 1236.
That's 2 hours. What a wonderful goodbye we're going to have. Hello.
But that won't do. I'll have to be in Chicago for a 1 o'clock conference.
Why don't you have it at 1 o'clock next Monday so I can go with you?
Isn't there anything you can do?
I'm sorry, Mr. Norton. Well, of course, Mr. Norton, there's a possibility your reservation is on another line.
I just assumed that it was on this one.
I believe that Universal, just across the terminal, has a flight 654 at 9:48. Perhaps your reservation is with them.
It must be. But look at that line in front of their desk. I'd never get through it in time.
I believe I can take you through the line, Mr. Norton, but you'll have to hurry.
I didn't think you could do that.
Oh, I'm just going off duty, and I'll be happy to do it. For you.
David, wait for me. We still haven't said goodbye. And at the last minute, we'll be so busy we'll forget to.
I won't forget. Right now, we've got to keep up with our...
Damsel in distress. No, that's wrong. You're the damsel in distress.
Or a reasonable facsimile.
Funny, I didn't think she was the type to help just any old damsels in distress, did you? Just tall, dark, and masculine ones.
Well, if you really want to make a point of it...
I don't see why you're so embarrassed, David.
Embarrassed? Who's embarrassed?
I'm proud you're the kind of man other women want to help out of trouble. I wouldn't want you any other way. Only don't get into too much trouble, darling.
Now, Claudia, don't be ridiculous.
I don't see why you should get so upset just because your own wife says you're a very handsome man. And you're especially attractive when you're distracted, if you know what I mean.
Claudia, please.
Announcing the departure of Flight 690 for Los Angeles. Passengers now loading at Gate 8.
No, that isn't me.
Are you sure?
I suppose you want me to parachute out when the plane goes over Chicago.
Did they let you?
All I want to know now is whether they'll let me on board.
Now we're all alone except for several thousand other people. And maybe, David, this is a good time to start saying goodbye.
Perfect. Goodbye, darling.
Is that all you're going to say?
It's a beginning.
Doesn't sound like a beginning. Are you going to miss me?
What do you think?
Mr. Norton, here's your ticket.
Yes?
Well, what about your baggage? I assume you had baggage.
Baggage? I had a suitcase, isn't it there?
I told you it wouldn't be, but I'm not going to remind you of that.
It isn't there?
Well, not a sign of it.
Well, they must have put it over at your checking desk.
You see, you haven't got such an intelligent suitcase after all. Why, it isn't even bright enough to be a hat box.
Announcing the departure of Flight number 444. Non-stop for Chicago. Now loading passengers, Gate 3.
That's yours, isn't it?
No, miss. That's ours. Mr. Norton's flight won't be announced for several minutes more. Well, I've just time to attend to your suitcase. It will be checked right through for you, Mr. Norton.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
I hope we may have the pleasure of helping you again, Mr. Norton. Ourselves.
Well...
the airline, I mean.
Oh, yes, the airline.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Norton. Goodbye, miss. Have a good flight.
I'm afraid she thought you were my sister, my younger sister, but she was very efficient.
I wonder what happens to the poor suitcases that don't belong to attractive men. I'll bet they never get on the right plane.
That has nothing to do with it. She was just being helpful.
Darling, I wouldn't have it any other way. Only if she hadn't been so nice, then you would have missed the plane. And, no, I don't wish that either.
That's better. Whew. This is the first moment we have had to breathe since we found we were standing in the wrong line.
Announcing the departure of Flight 454 non-stop to Chicago. Now loading at Gate 2.
I know. Your hat's on crooked.
Thanks. Oh, I'll fix it myself.
Let me fix it. I don't want to be picturing you for the next 2 days with your hat on crooked.
Picture me without a hat on at all.
And your tie. I want that to be straight, too.
I'll picture you standing just the way you are, with your hands at my throat.
You make me sound dangerous.
You are terribly dangerous.
I am?
You are a menace to freedom. You take away about 98% of the fun of going to Chicago.
Are you going to be terribly miserable?
Object. I won't stop crying till we fly over Indianapolis, and then I'll sob all the rest of the way.
I must be awful, but I'd be a lot happier if you were going to cry all the way to Chicago. I'm going to bawl all the way home.
Serves you right.
Are you going to dream about me?
I certainly am. You have no idea how funny you look in my dreams.
Your tie's still crooked.
You just fixed it.
I know, but it's crooked the other way. David, hurry back.
I haven't even left yet.
And keep away from pretty girls on streetcars or I'll scratch all their eyes out.
tough guy, aren't you, Mrs. Norton?
David, I'm afraid I'm not tough enough.
Guess I'm not very tough either.
Announcing the departure of flight number 694 for New Orleans, non-stop. Passengers now loading gate number 1.
Sure they haven't announced my plane yet?
Positive, I certainly would have heard it.
So would I.
They haven't announced anything since you started looking for the suitcase, except they announced the other plane to Chicago a second time.
A second time? I wonder... Claudia, come on.
How do you know which way?
It's got to be this way. It's around here.
And down there.
That's right. That must be where those people are.
David, I think you'll make it.
Barely. Well, here we are.
Don't ever go away again.
Here's till I get back. Now, please, don't do anything wrong. See you in 46 hours.
David! We still haven't said goodbye. But, darling, I know we'll never really have to.
This broadcast of Claudia was supervised and directed by William Brown Maloney. What a pleasure it is to have the sort of home people love to enter. A home where hospitality beckons and good cheer prevails. Such homes are many in our fortunate land. Youngsters crowd in after school or play for an ice-cold Coke. The older generation says, have a Coke at any hour. Always sure there's a bountiful supply cooling in your refrigerator. How's your stock of Coca-Cola? Better order some today. Every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you, transcribed, with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again tomorrow at the same time. And now this is Joe King saying au revoir, and remember, whoever you are, whatever you do, wherever you may be, when you think of refreshment, think of Coca-Cola. For ice-cold Coca-Cola makes any pause the pause that refreshes.
And so the loving couple parts for 2 days. Claudia, 78 years ago, February 8th, 1948, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Tomorrow we'll have Joe DeSantis in Under Arrest, an Inner Sanctum Mystery, Death in the Depths, an episode of Suspense, Glenn Ford starring as Speed at End of the Road, and Frank Lovejoy in the premiere episode of Night Beat. Have yourself a great Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow for more Classic Radio Theater. I'm Wyatt Cox.